Wait a minute. Well, we just got betrayed. That was not the plan. But anyways, let's pretend like it happened. Let's hold up. Hide y'all. Bye. Welcome to Gamer Actual, your weekly deep dive in the biggest news in gaming. You can find us on all major podcast platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify, with the visual version of this podcast being available on youtube.com at Gamer Actual. This podcast is also a part of the KXI Network. To find out more about KXI Network and all our other shows, check out the show notes. Now, for tonight's episode, Split Fiction, one of the few games that critics and fans are actually agreeing on. Could this be the bridge to gap, you know, the ever growing gaming divide? Probably not. AC Shadow's console specs. Would it blow up your console? We're gonna find out tonight. Also, it's our big 5-0. So for tonight, we'll be celebrating with a few of our favorite guests from shows past. Some will stay for the panel, some will pop in and out, every now and again. But we are on episode 50. We're celebrating. Welcome our panelists tonight. We got Reaper PC, we got Pizzo Plays, we got Thick Flair, we got the Tresonator, we got Jay, we got Heartless, and we got some more people to pop in later on during the show. Welcome in, fellas. How y'all doing?
Doing good. How's everybody?
Yo,
Doing great. I can hear myself. Someone's got their audio on.
Yes, yeah, someone's echoing. I'm not sure.
Testing.
Is someone
We hear
echoing?
you.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. So, by the way, Pizzo, Reaper, Pizzo, Thick,
That's me.
Pizzo, Thick, Trez,
man.
Pizzo, Trez.
My God, we're doing
Yo,
this.
yo.
Drawing lines we can't see.
Yeah, I think we're in different positions on your screen.
Yeah, no, I'm just, but yeah, welcome in.
We're like
fellas.
Brady
Welcome
bunching it. Like, where's everybody? I'm in the. Am I in the center on anybody else's screen?
Yeah, you're the center.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
you
the
center mine.
Yeah,
And there's a guy here, and there's somebody up there.
yeah, and I'm way over to the far left. Wait a minute, not what I meant. But anyways, but guys, how we doing tonight, bro? It's been a minute since I've caught in with a few of you guys. Like Reaper, I'll be in Reaper stream here and that. They're Trez and Thick. Your guys probably the most recent so far. Pizzo, we haven't seen you on the show in a long time. How you doing?
Man, doing amazing. You know what I mean? Doing amazing. I had a lot of changes going in, and I actually just had my first sponsor stream not too long ago, man. We're finally doing it, man.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Finally, but yeah,
Who's the
man,
sponsor? Who's the sponsor?
Oh, so I went to TwitchCon last year and met these people. They are Playcast. It's a software. It's kind of like
Oh no, I know Playcast.
Stadia. Yeah. So like basically anybody can tap into a game if you give them a link, and if they have like a phone, or if they're on an iPad, or if they have their own controller, they can basically they can either control. If you're playing a single player game, they can control the person that you're playing as, or you can play like a multiplayer, like Party Animals, which is what I did, and something that has like local co-op, or even if like Split Fiction, right? You want to play with somebody, and for some reason they don't have a system or a console, you can use Playcast for them to be player 2, and just do local co-op. So pretty interesting, and I had to spend a couple games out of that, but it was really a good time. The devs came in, kicked it with us. It was a great time. It's a great time.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So the devs were in your chat too as well?
Yeah. They were in there taking notes. They were trying to make sure everything went smoothly as well. So like anytime somebody had an issue, they were there for troubleshooting. They also have a Discord, and they're really responsive in there. That's one of the things that I really liked about them. They actually are really super hands-on and involved with the product that they're putting out. So
yeah. All right, Reaper, how about you?
Just the stream you're familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
And I got back into podcasting again, even though I said I wouldn't. I think the first time I came by y'all, I said, y'all can have this. You can keep it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
did.
I got talked back into it.
I wonder why. And what is that? And what is it about, Reaper? Let the people know what the podcast about.
What if gaming is very much pick a point throughout gaming history, and we multiverse it. We say, instead of things doing this, what if this happened?
Ah,
And then we go through bringing the timeline up to modern age. What the ripple effect? What would have changed if that one event changed? Like, what if? Well, here's one that was big last time. Not going to turn it into this show, but let y'all think about it. Y'all can go check out the What If episode about it.
Mhm.
What if Nintendo never broke their contract with Sony and we actually got the Nintendo PlayStation?
Oh, that's crazy.
That's a good one.
Day station.
What would you call it?
Day station.
Yeah. So just imagine a bunch of people with some historical knowledge, some little bit of industry insider knowledge. Just
Did
down
Microsoft
the
wanted to
river.
buy Nintendo at one point too?
Microsoft wanted to buy everybody at one
I was
point.
gonna say, yeah.
I
Well,
don't think that's changed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're sitting there on a pile of money, going, "Can we buy somebody today?" It's just here collecting dust.
I think that's kind of what shot Xbox in the leg, to be honest. I feel like the Activision Blizzard King purchase kind of crippled them a little bit even further. Not that they weren't in the crapper before, but I feel like that kind of set them back even further. 'Cause
They're
they
like
were
the
looking
NFL
at-
team
it's
that
all
signs the
promotion.
quarterback that's too old for a lot of money, and then it blows up in their face.
Oof.
It's like the biggest get for them to me was probably Candy Crush at that point. Like, never mind everybody else. Like Call of Duty, sure, all the others like we know, but Candy Crush was definitely a big get for them. Because bro,
Yeah.
we've been talking about this on the show previously. Like, think about the old people that just sit and play Candy
The
Crush.
bored mom demographic is a lot bigger than everybody thinks it is.
Exactly. So think about that shit, bro. That's crazy. So they made a lot of money off that. I feel like, do you think Warcraft is still at its like prominence? Do you feel like it's still in like the general gaming zeitgeist? Or is it more niche now?
It's fallen to niche.
Yeah.
It's just their mainstays are still on it.
That's true. I feel like people that's invested so much money that they can't walk away from it anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
listen, I've put so much, I can't leave. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what they got. But yeah. Thick and Trez, I'll put you two as, the group here and ask you guys, what are you guys doing? Because we know what you guys have been up to. You guys are kind of killing it on TikTok. Like I've seen a few of your videos pop off.
Killing it.
I had a whole thing I was gonna say, but Pizzo's mic quality threw me. I need to know how your setup is. Like,
Oh,
I was,
wow.
I was
It's
gonna
like-
comment.
it's
on the
like
same thing.
velvet. It
Yeah,
was like when you started talking, I was like, I
yeah,
forgot what I
the
was gonna
greatest
say. That sounds-
podcasting voice ever.
I was like, that sounds so good. What do you?
Yeah. We'll definitely have to get together, man. Yeah, I just actually started messing with the software on this stuff, and I
working.
finally got it in a nice spot. Yeah,
You're using the Elgato, right? You're using the Elgato.
yeah.
I'm using it
What's
too. but
crazy?
Mine doesn't sound like it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got the discontinued one, so I'm just making do with software at this point.
Yeah. The mic you're talking about, the microphone?
Yeah, so Elgato, oh god, I really don't want to say this without them paying me, so I'm just glaring to the camera. Please give me an ambassadorship. But anyways, you don't even really have to have an Elgato mic to use the software, but it's called Wavelength software. Basically, it's just a mixer, and they have their own separate like EQ compressor, stuff like that you can put directly on the mic, and then you can shoot that mic output to different things or whatever. And that's kind of why, you're able to hear it like this. But trust me, it wasn't always like this. I definitely had a redemption arc in regard to microphone audio.
Yeah, you definitely would need the Elgato, the Wave XLR though. You would need the Wave XLR, even because you need at least one Elgato product in terms of like an audio product. You need at least one of them to actually get that benefit. The Wave XLR doesn't work without it. Doesn't the microphone doesn't work?
Okay, gotcha.
The you getting the EQ and stuff doesn't work. Bro, listen, I'm ingrained in the Elgato ecosystem. I'm gonna let you know that right now, so I can tell you for sure. So yeah, I love their products. Like it's not a plug.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored.
Yeah,
Not yet.
not sponsored.
Yeah,
They don't
working
need
on
to
it,
sponsor
though.
him at this point. He says nothing but good things about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love their products, bro. You would not want to see my setup right now when it comes to Elgato products. I have the boom arm from Elgato, the Wave XL or whatever the hell you want to call that. Got the Wave XLR. I got the Stream Deck Plus. I got the Stream Deck. So I got like 2 different Stream Decks plus the mixer. Bro, listen, it's
Yeah.
the
I
lights
got
are
the,
Elgato as well.
Yeah, me too. I actually just got those recently too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got 2 of them.
See, they're pretty good. Like the ecosystem is very like once you get into that ecosystem,
You don't want to.
It's hard to get out, man.
Like,
Yeah.
It's so hard to
Yeah.
get out.
My light is the
Yeah.
ceiling fan light that came with my apartment.
Well, yeah. Back to Trez and Thick. What have you guys been up to?
Thick, you want to start or you want me to start?
Yeah, we got back into our old YouTube habits pretty hard after the first time we were both on here, and we're doing a couple series. We're just watching bad movies and just making fun of them, and like the TikTok content that came off of it like blew up real fast, and we're like, all right, let's run with it and see what happens. So it's our third try at this thing, but maybe the third time's a charm.
Yes, we have you guys to thank because after the last time we came on here, we coordinated offline and Thick was like, hey, we should do this thing where we just watch bad movies and react to it, and then we can make TikTok content from it, put it back on YouTube. And I was like, all right, sure. And now we're both kind of like, oh, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
So we're having a lot of fun again.
That's good, bro. That's good. I really like that.
Yeah.
Maintain the fun, most important.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have another video like series that I started too called Arcade Economy, where
that
I
blew
take
up
a
real
look at-
fast.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
well, it's.
I mean,
it's
for
got-
like, it's got
for
the best views
YouTube.
on our channel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the most views, and we're getting a lot of subs off of it. It's basically, I take a look at old arcade games and determine how much money it would have cost as like an average arcade goer to go into the arcades back in the 90s and pump quarters into it. And then at the end of the episode, I determine whether if it was like a predatory game or not. So if it just like was there to steal your money, or if
wow.
you actually got your money's worth. So I've got 2 episodes so far, and I'm working on the 3rd right now.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm for sure gonna check it out. I haven't gotten a notification. Well, you guys know how YouTube is.
Yeah.
Listen, don't be afraid to send me those things. Like if I don't get a notification, just send me them shits, bro. But I'm always willing to like watch those videos because I love those kind of videos. Like I work on a few of those myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm really diving into the retro. Nostalgia is a powerful drug, so diving into the retro games here.
For sure. Like I have a series on my channel right now that I work on. Well, 2 of them. I have Retro Glance, which I kind of do like a retrospective like of older games. I recently did Arkham Origins, and I want to say I did the X-Men Origins Wolverine. And then I have another one called How It Ended, where I talk about defunct video game studios. Acclaim was actually one of them, which is funny. And that video started to blow up recently because of a topic that we'll be talking about later on today in the show. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, bro. Like going back, like I'm for sure love like scripting, like streaming is fun. I love doing all that stuff, but I have like a big passion for like scripted content. Like that's what
It just takes so much time, so much more time than
That's the
streaming.
problem.
Streaming, like you just jump on and do it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's exactly what it is. That's exactly.
But I agree
what
with
it
you,
is.
Cash.
Yeah, but I love doing it. But yeah, Heartless, what have you been up to?
Would you believe me if I told you? First of all, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
You're a
can.
little
Yes.
muffled, but
Yeah,
yeah.
You sound like you might be in the other room.
Ooh, let me. Okay.
Did you go to the other room?
I think he did.
No, I'm just trying to change my mic settings so you guys can get something. But is it better?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, testing. Anyways, listen. So, would you believe me if I told you I have not been playing Street Fighter this week?
What have you been playing, Heartless?
I've been playing Monster Hunter.
Sure, of course.
Not you too.
Yeah, bro. Everybody,
It's my
bro.
first one. It's a lot of fun.
Are you just plugging your game draft game?
That's actually very funny. But we're gonna be
Awkward
talking about that
silence.
later. We're gonna be talking about that later as well. But yo, both Heartless and Jay, they both live on Monster Hunters, bro. I'm gonna be honest. They're just like very ingrained in this Monster Hunter universe. Me, on the other hand, I can't get into it. I just can't. Is anybody else here like a Monster Hunter guy? No.
No.
Oh, so basically what you guys are saying, everybody else here are all normal people.
Yes.
Normal
Yeah.
people, 1.3 million people.
Wait a
bought
minute.
the damn game in 8
I don't-
Wait a minute. So
I know a
just
lot of
wanted to
people who
know-
are playing it, but
The
I'm
only
not.
reason I'm not playing it is because I'm still waiting on the person that I allegedly want a game key from to send me the key. So
Well, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened with that?
yeah, so there is a Twitch guild that I'm a part of, and whenever they made this announcement in the Discord, said, "Hey, we're trying to gauge interest in this game." One of the options was, "Hey, I'm too poor right now to buy the game.
Mhm.
Could you look my way?" And I ended up being one of the people that won. And so they said, "Oh, you're one of the chosen ones that got a game key." I told them I wanted it on my PS5 console because I didn't want my PC to shit itself just to try to play the game. But yeah, so they're saying that they were having trouble trying to find the like a legit game key reseller for console, and that it would take a little bit longer. Originally, the due date was the day of release, and it's now been a week and some change.
Mhm.
And I don't know how much longer I'm going to have to wait. And so at this point, my next payday is coming up. I might as well just buy it myself at this point. And
You know what's
if I
gonna
do
be
get
funny?
a game key, or was
That's exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna buy it, and the game keys. They're gonna
and then
send
the
you
game key is going to
That's how it
show me
always
like,
works.
congrats. Yeah, I'm just going to end up trying to sell it somehow. If somebody will believe me that it works and that works out, that's going to be a pain in the ass. But yeah, but yes. So yeah, that was it. I just wanted to throw that in there. Didn't mean
Yeah.
to take over Reaper. Go ahead.
It wasn't taking over anything.
It's-
You wouldn't have had that problem if you're on PC. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud?
You gotta click the mic off when you say that. Turn it
Oh,
off.
brother.
Unmute's right
All right. So
Uh.
before we get into our major topics, Heartless, what are some games that came out this week?
Well, as you know, the beginning of the year is not very promising, but we do have 3 this week. 3 that I could find that I thought were worth noting. And the first one is going to be Fragpunk. I don't know if you guys have been hearing about Fragpunk. It came out on the 6th for PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5 as well. Fragpunk is a new fast-paced 5v5 hero-based first-person shooter featuring power-up cards that bend the rules of combat. I'm hearing a lot it's like Valorant. I've heard people try to tell me it's better, but I know Valorant is like a staple in gaming at this point. So
It's 100% Valorant. I played the beta.
did
Yeah.
you like it?
I suck ass at Valorant, so I didn't have a great time. But if you like Valorant, I'd imagine I don't have the patience to
Could you
sit
compare
there.
it anyway? So, did you enjoy one more than the other?
I would say if anything, I enjoyed Fragpunk a little more because their abilities were. Well, I haven't played Valorant in years, so I don't know the heroes now. But like, I don't know. I feel like the aesthetic and the playability was a little quicker than Valorant, so I think I enjoyed it more. But then again, I haven't played Valorant in years, so I don't think that's a fair comparison.
No, I respect it though. Anyone else have anything to say about this game?
I just have one thing to say. I'm all, FPS. Not even FPS. I'm all free to play out, guys.
I was just
Yeah,
about to say
I feel
I'm
ya.
hero
I-
shooted
I'm-
out right now.
yeah, I'm already committed to one game. Like, listen, bro, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Like, how many of these free to play shooters are we going to dedicate our time to, bro? There are other games that I'd like to play.
The market is killing itself.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's cannibalizing
Saturation.
itself. Yep. So it's like, bro, and we're gonna see more and more of this thing. It's gonna be more and more, of it, especially if WB has their way. Like,
Oh god.
You know what this is, though, right?
Uh,
When they lose
What?
money, they'll stop making them.
This is
True.
these are all the games that started development
Mhm.
during the boom of free to play 2019,
True,
2020.
yeah.
and
When
now
you
they
consider
can't
how long
course
to-
correct
Yeah, now they just
Yeah.
gotta put them out.
because if they don't want to shelf it because it's gonna cost them too much money. They
guys
want
wanna
to see what
take-
they can bring back.
You guys want to take bets on when this is gonna shutter?
I give it a year.
Yeah, I think it's gonna. It's not gonna be Concord, but I feel like it's gonna be like the what was it X Defiant?
Concord adjacent.
Yeah, it's gonna last a little more than Concord, but maybe less. Well, no, X Defiant went belly
X
up real
Defiant
quickly.
X Defiant's not done yet. X Defiant dies in July.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I feel like in the middle somewhere.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be like Hyperscape.
Oh damn!
Oh wow, that's crazy.
It's sad that we have this many examples.
Bro, why does this look like Apex Legends, bro?
You know,
No, it doesn't.
They all look
Cartoony
I was
the
just
same
gonna
to me.
say, I was in the comments of a TikTok video about Fragpunk, and most of the comments was like, "Good enough. Welcome back, Apex Legends." I said, "Oh fuck."
Oh no.
There was
Nah,
this
the
guy
movement.
that looks exactly like Octane. I can't think of the name of the person.
Oh, yeah,
but
and he goes fast too. I think one of his cards.
boy.
He goes-
Yeah.
yeah.
I
See, this
said,
is what I'm
"Oh my
talking about,
God."
bro. There's
Well, there was
too
that
many-
game that not Ninja Shroud put out too. What was it like?
Uh-huh.
That game was whack.
Spectre.
Oh
was it
yeah,
Spectre Divide?
yeah.
That game sucked.
Oh,
It
yeah.
looked
That's
bad. That's how
terrible.
bad it was. It
It
looked
was like
bad.
you
You're like,
beat two
Bro,
people.
this
It's
don't look like
who
Apex
cares?
to you, though. This feel like it's copying Apex, in my opinion. This is what the
Yeah.
vibes look like.
it's a tactical shooter, but it's Apex.
It feels
Mhm.
like it's got its hand in a bunch of stuff. Like I see little bits
Yeah.
of Call of Duty. I see a little bit of Apex,
Valorant.
yeah.
Because it has like a card system where the cards alter like the gameplay.
Gameplay, yeah.
Although this game has the coolest overtime mechanic of any game.
Wait,
Oh, really?
It has
What's that?
cards that.
Oh
alter
yeah, I saw
gameplay?
something about that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Act
Yeah.
for blood.
1v1s.
So
Yeah,
that-
you all 1v1, and so it's like you start and then your damage carries over. So if you win your
Mhm.
1v1, but you have 5 health left, you go into the next round to fight the next guy with 5 health.
Mhm.
And then when you
Ah.
die, your next teammate comes up and 1v1's the guy he lost to, and it's like 5 rounds of
That's
1v1.
actually cool. That's
It's
actually cool.
it's really dope, but I wish it was attached to a game that wasn't as Valorant related. It has suck at them. I just don't.
Yeah, that's him right there. Yeah.
That's it.
What? Nah.
Watch Apex take this shit
Chum.
over.
I like how they're showing gameplay and they're like, look how much shit you can buy. like this is
Ugh.
like I hate screens like this. Like,
Yeah.
god damn, just let me play the game.
Yeah, they don't care. They're trying to show you how many things you can spend your
Yeah.
money on.
You want this
Mhm.
$10 skin? We only sell coins in $12 and $8, so figure it out. Like,
Right.
Do they have EOMM? Because if they don't, I might give it a try.
what's that?
Engagement based matchmaking.
Oh, I don't know.
I think that's the future of gaming. So I don't.
I think
it's
that's
like
not
League
going
of
anywhere.
Legends.
We're only going to see more of it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be a.
They have big
single-player
head
gamer.
mode. They have big head mode.
Profit-based system.
It's a card.
Big head mode.
Yeah,
It's
done.
not a mode.
Sold.
It's one of the cards.
Big head mode is the card.
Big head mode coming back, making a
It's
comeback.
free to
from the
play.
90s.
Do we all play it together and then try to figure out how long it's gonna last?
No.
I'm probably not gonna play it. Sorry.
That's okay. I don't
I
need to
will
play
hit
this
the
game.
disconnect button on this whole podcast.
I love how you recommend we play since it's free to play, and everyone.
Yeah, I mean
that's.
I guess
No.
that's my answer right there.
That doesn't cut it anymore, man.
No, it doesn't. Free to play isn't enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
My
mean for
computer
any
doesn't have
amount
enough
of time.
space for this game.
That's true.
Yeah, bro. All right, Heartless. What are some other games? What we got?
Okay, so we did have another game come out on the 6th, but we're gonna save that for last. The next game on our list, surprisingly, I don't think anyone's expecting this, but is gonna be WWE 2K25, released on the 7th for PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS5, as well as the PlayStation 4. I'm not gonna read you guys the rundown because it's like a page and a half for some reason.
We all know
It's
what
wrestling.
it is.
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
You
Yeah.
guys know what it is.
Wrestling.
Whether you can see him or not, he's in the game, and and that's that one. But the last game on our list, unless anyone have anything to say about that?
No, they just don't need to put these out every year.
That's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I
This
don't know why.
this is like the NBA 2Kification of wrestling, and I'm very nervous where this game is going to be in about 5 years because the prices for VC are like reasonable now, but the prices for VC in NBA 2K were decent back in 2020, 2019. You let 5 years go by and you're going to pay $60 or $70 for a game and then another $80, $90 to get them to 80 overall. And then you have to grind and sweat just to get more. And I just,
Yep.
it's a wrestling game, man. What happened
Yeah.
to SmackDown versus Raw, man? I just want to slam people down through a Hell in a Cell and win the match, win the title. That's it, you know?
I
All
can
on
go
the
grab my
currencies.
PlayStation 1 copy of WWF Attitude. Guess what? It's not going to charge me anything else to play that.
All right.
That's the
Oh
reason I
my
gave up
god.
FIFA. That's the same reason I stopped playing FIFA in
Mhm.
2020. I felt like I was purchasing the same product every year.
Bro,
It-
yo,
it
the
just-
2K fans are mad loyal. That's all I can say. Because,
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
not yet, bro. Y'all are
Through
still
thick and
playing
thin.
2K.
I don't know if it's loyalty.
We gotta
or
stop this
stupidity.
sports thing where just every year is a new
just
game.
roster
Yeah,
updates. You can literally just update.
It's
the
not a
roster.
new game.
They-
It's just a
they
new
need-
release.
Yeah.
They need to spread the license more. I miss the days when you could have NFL Street and you could have Madden and you could have in NFL 2K was at the time. Oh my God,
NFL
NFL
2K
2K
was
was
awesome.
way better than Madden. But
The
I,
first
That's the
person
same.
mode? Oh, my
NFL
God.
Blitz, anybody?
I
NFL
was just
Blitz
gonna say
amazing.
NFL Blitz.
Yes.
God,
NFL
bro.
NBA Jam,
NBA,
Yes.
NBA Streets.
MLB Slugfest. Remember that one?
Does anybody remember the NFL Blitz where it had like the career mode where like if you got injured you could take steroids and get back in the game?
Yes,
No.
it did not take
Yeah.
us seriously
Yeah, there
at
was
all.
yeah. I think it was like I remember you played it like my team was the New York Nightmare, I think. And
That's
they were
hard.
yeah, right. It's dope. But like there's like a whole story mode where
Dope.
it's like
Yeah.
you could take steroids. Like if your guy gets injured, you take steroids to get back in the game, but you're more likely to get injured again or something. It
Yeah.
was wild.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not making this shit up. Hold on.
That's
With Blitz, I
crazy,
wouldn't
bro.
run it past them. It was
Nah.
okay to
Yeah,
injure
man.
other players in that game. Like it was the whole thing you wanted to hear the crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no pass
All
interference.
the late hit leg drops after the play was over. Like,
Blitz the league. That was it. If you're injured
yeah.
by the opposing
They
team,
took
you
a
can
lot
take
more
what they,
risk.
you can
Yes,
take what
they
they call juice to recover and get back in the
Ah.
game quicker. But it's basically steroids. But your health will go down the more times your player gets hit, and every time that player gets hit, it makes them more vulnerable to get injured again.
We need more games like this.
Sounds like
Yeah.
It reminds me,
For
like
sure.
back in the day, I think sports games they were way more creative than they are now. I
Forget
remember
about even sports
Wait,
games.
what? Hold on, Cash. One of the Pro Evolution soccer games, I
Mhm.
can't remember what year. There was a button to dive to like deceive the referee, so you could get a free kick. In
They
Pro
had a
Evolution
flop
soccer game.
button.
Yeah, it's a flop button.
What?
The
Yeah,
Braun
if you
button.
time it right, if you time
Wow.
it right, your character will flop, and you know that you could give the other team a yellow card, or you could get a free kick for your team. So I'd love to see more things like that come back in games.
Now they just
anybody remember-
repackage the game every year.
Every
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
and
Throw
just
a new
make
date on it. Yeah.
supposed incremental changes. A lot of times they don't make any changes, in my opinion. They
I think
just
those games
tell
are
you
glitchy as hell too.
it's a placebo effect. They'll tell you that, oh, we made some changes to
Well,
the game. This is what we did. And then
The
people will be
problem
like,
is
oh,
the
yeah.
casual sports bros who only buy those games every year. They're
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ones keeping these
Those
games
are the
in
Call of Duty
business.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're also the Call of Duty players. Yeah.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Does
I
Does
agree.
anybody remember Sega Soccer Slam? Am
Yes.
I dating myself?
Yes.
Yeah. I
That
don't
game-
remember that.
I remember that.
There was like a team of luchadors. It was just a wild arcade soccer game for
That was insane. That was sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't
I
there
remember.
another
Hmm.
game? There was another. I wonder if I'm remembering Sega Soccer Slam as well. But it almost felt like a very extreme version of NBA Jam.
Jam.
That's-
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was insane. But yeah,
Man, good
I feel
times.
like gaming in general, everything is so cookie cutter now. There's no
Yeah.
risk taking in gaming anymore. They just they found a formula that worked. All right, we're just gonna keep regurgitating
They're
the same
expensive
shit
products to
over and over.
develop. So
I
Yeah,
get
they
that,
have to
but,
make that money
bro,
back.
But the thing is, had it not been a space for experimentation, we wouldn't have had games like Def Jam, Fight for NY, like shit.
Yeah.
Like we would never have had
Yeah.
games like those, bro. Like let's be real. It wouldn't have happened if they
Correct
weren't
me-
risk takers.
correct me if I'm mistaken. I think Reaper might have more insight on this, but back then games were not as difficult or expensive to make. And then when the technology got better, it required more and more money put into it to make these cutscenes, make these systems, these engines. The more technology that they had their hands on, the more they had to put into it. You know what I'm saying?
He's right
Mhm.
for the
Yeah.
most part, but for every AAA blockbuster, the Final Fantasy VIIs, which I think was one of the first ones there, they talked about how expensive it was to develop.
Right.
There are other games that don't cost as much, and ingenuity
Facts.
makes up for the lack of finances. So the first Half-Life was a mod off of a Quake game, but it
Right.
was a AAA game.
Counter-Strike
Portal.
as well was a mod.
And it rose the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Portal's
Pun
another
intended.
example. That was a side project that just exploded, and no one
So
will look
I've
at
heard,
that
yeah.
game, huh?
So I've heard. I played that game before. Yeah.
And
One and two.
it also, no one would look at it and think it's not a AAA product. So it's one of those things where they got used to, and I think it's the publisher's fault. Hey, if I throw money at you, you can just make me a good product.
Right.
That's
a
why you gotta
cop-out.
love Valve
It's a
too, because
cop-out, yeah.
Valve only makes games that they take their time, and they only make games when they can like raise the bar for the industry. We see with the Half-Life, with Counter-Strike, with Portal,
Right.
Deadlock
Half-Life
even.
Alex.
Deadlock, yeah.
Yeah,
Deadlock.
But we could blame Todd Howard for all this because he's the one who put the goddamn horse armor in Skyrim or Oblivion and started the whole DLC craze, and then
Microtransaction craze?
and then that and
That's
then
the first DLC.
Yep, and then
Yeah.
that built the live service model, and now publishers are like, well, why do we stop selling stuff when we sell the game? What if we sell stuff in the game? And now every game has to have seasons and passes and tiers and currency, and it's like, goddamn,
Bro, even solo games,
Just
bro.
the first.
yeah.
Even single player games have friggin' seasons now. Why? Why do we
Any
have seasons
WB
in
game
single
will
player
have
games?
seasons. They ruined Shadows of
Oh,
Mordor or Shadows of War.
God. Oh man.
And then they had to course correct. Remember, they had to
Yeah.
course correct in Shadows
Yeah.
of Mordor. But at that point, the game was already fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, speaking of Shadows of Mordor, they just killed the studio.
Oh yeah, Monolith.
Yeah.
Right?
They killed Monolith. Right. And now,
I'm
because they
away
were
from
working
them.
on the Wonder Woman game, so the Nemesis system is also fucked because now we can't see the Nemesis system in any other game until 2036 because Warner
Yeah.
Brothers owns the rights to the Nemesis system, which is crazy.
You think that
It's
Wonder
just
Woman
insane.
game was going to be like that? Like a season
No,
based
apparently,
kind of.
so
Probably.
I would not be surprised if it would. It wasn't. They make it like an episode.
I also wouldn't be
based.
surprised
Imagine,
if they released missions at some point, but I wouldn't be surprised if they got scared off by Suicide Squad and they just didn't realize that they would be different games. They're like, oh, it's a
Mhm.
superhero game. It's gonna suck just like that one. All right, boot it.
I think Warner Brothers is learning the wrong lessons from all the
for sure.
mishaps that they have made. They
For
definitely are.
sure.
Wait,
They
you think Warner Brothers learns lessons? I'm concerned, Cash. Like, do you actually
well,
think this?
you might be right because
Oh.
bro, they keep just doing the same shit over and over.
Surely
again.
it's the consumer's
It's one
fault.
of two things. Exactly. That's how they look at it. Or they just don't give a shit about their IPs. That's the other.
know what
option.
they don't know what to do with their IPs is one of the biggest issues. I've never
Done.
seen them just shove studios that weren't fit for a project. Like the people that started out on the Arkham games, for the most part, had been gone, and then the whole toxic environment. They said it was like toxic positivity and just
Surrounding a
leaving
game,
it just leaving it up. Oh, these games have worked out in the past. It'll work out again. Oh, and now we have the same 6 missions for a whole game.
Bro,
And
don't
that's
get me
not even
started.
talking about the story. But this isn't. It's not a Suicide Squad killer. Just I always have to stop myself before I get on the roll.
Why is it every time I come on this podcast we talk about Suicide Squad?
my God.
Let the record show I was not the one to bring it up this time. Okay?
That's the only reason I haven't hit the disconnect button.
I think Trez doesn't know that every single episode, whether he's on it or not.
Oh, it's just a thing that just happens.
It's just a bad penny that pops up on every episode. You're like, God damn.
I don't know how. It just always comes back to that. damn
Imagine being a
game.
generationally terrible game where it just
Yeah.
it just keeps popping up no matter what.
Would you rather be Concord or Suicide Squad?
Damn.
I'd rather play Concord.
Oh
I said,
shit.
would you rather be? I didn't say
Oh,
play.
I think personally, I would rather play Suicide Squad off the strength of the lore that preceded it,
Same.
because Concord was just this mishmash of a bunch of different ideas and terrible design. And while there were like a handful of things that were positive here and there, it was in a market that was already flooded and there was nothing special about it.
I'll tell you what
Jace-
that pitch meeting was.
What?
Somebody went into that boardroom and was like, "What if Overwatch was Guardians of the Galaxy?"
Galaxy.
And they're like,
Yeah.
"Here's all the fucking money in the world. Take it."
Yo, I
Yeah.
don't know. Remember, somebody actually said that before. It's like
That was me.
it's we have Guardians of the Galaxy at home. I think Jay said it, bro. Or somebody
They
said
were
it.
like,
bro.
like it's like they go and they're like, "What do people like? All right, let's mix it together and see what happens."
Bro, I don't know, bro. But
Also,
go ahead.
Jim Ryan needs to pay for his crimes. I have to say that every time. I have to. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Continue though. Continue.
But yeah, guys. Moving on. I think we got so
One
enthralled in
more
that we have one more game. Totally forgot we had one more game.
No,
Heartless, what's the game that came out this week?
Okay, so the big game, and it's going to be one of our main topics, also came out on the 6th, just like Frag Punk, but has a different name. Split Fiction, baby. Dropped on the PC, Xbox Series X and S, as well as the PS5. And the rundown goes: embrace mind-blowing moments as you're pulled deep into the many worlds of Split Fiction, a boundary-pushing co-op adventure.
Okay. Has anybody
Can't wait
played
to
this
play
game
this.
so far?
Not
I
yet.
just played it.
Tress
Yeah.
and I have been playing it. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I saw
We're
Pizzo playing
about
it on stream.
An hour and a half in, maybe.
yeah.
A little
about-
bit
really?
more.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm about like 4 hours in.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I
it
definitely
was
I
a
want to get the
boost.
game at some point this week.
It's a lot of
I,
fun.
I really want this
yeah.
game.
Yeah, I'm having a blast. It's also a game that's just like capitalism is bad, and I'm like, fuck yes. It's just like I can't revolt in real life. I'm gonna do it in the game. Like as I purchase the game on Steam. So it's like,
and both people don't have to own the game, right? Is that correct? You
Yeah,
can just have a
yes.
buddy pass.
On top of it being
Oh.
crossplay too. So if somebody buys it on PS5 and all they play is PC, you
Mhm.
can, as long as you guys are EA friends, if they have Origins, they can download it and you can play on PS5. They can play on PC. They don't have to purchase the game. You guys can just hop in. That's
That's awesome.
honestly, yes, it's amazing, especially in a time like this.
This is
I
why
really
I
gotta
love
commend
Hazel.
them.
Yeah, this is why I like Hazel
Yeah.
Studios, because I feel
Mhm.
like they take such a pride in just like focusing on co-op games. Because to me personally, the medium is dying, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I really feel like the co-op, like story-driven co-op, is dying
Mhm.
out, and I think it's being killed by the free-to-play shooters, the online multiplayer shits. That's all they're focusing. That's all the industry is focusing on right now. So the
Mhm.
fact that Hazelites is like they take pride in just focusing on it. Like there are three games, right? There was A Way Out,
Mhm.
It Takes Two, and now this.
They had one
All
called
of their
Brothers
games.
too. And it was
Yeah?
before A Way Out.
Was Hazel?
Oh, I didn't know
they're-
that.
Was
they're
it?
the-
Yeah, I think their first game is called Brothers.
they were the
Oh.
ones who created that game.
Yeah, or at least the guy who runs Hazelight Studios was involved with it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because I heard him, he was doing an interview and he was basically calling out like whiny gamer dudes who were like,
Oh,
why?
yeah.
Because you play two girls. He's like, in Brothers you play two guys, in A No Way Out you play two guys, in It Takes Two you play a guy and a girl. Now you play two girls. Like if you're gonna not play the game because there's two girls in it, just like I don't want you to play it anyway. Like
All right.
it's
Yeah,
like
that
a big
makes sense.
yeah. He's like
No,
a big Giga Chad who cares about the actual art of the game. So it's like
Yeah.
Hazelight
Mhm.
and like CDPR and
Mhm.
like a handful of other studios are just like they have people there that actually care. So it's like those
Yeah.
those studios are the ones that you need to support.
Yeah, the fact that he did it with co-op, I feel like it's been a gradual, like, shift to that direction. Like you can tell, like the first one, not really, but they did have that buddy pass with A Way Out.
Yeah.
Like I did, both of us didn't have to own the game to play the game. I could just, because the game is like you need two players to actually advance through the game. With It Takes Two, it was the same thing. And now it's crossplay. So I think that's just like an evolution of what they've been working on all this
Mhm.
time. So I love that.
It's like one of the only couch co-op games too that I can
Bro, name another one
Yeah,
in recent
Yeah,
memory. Name another
story-driven?
one.
Yeah.
Battletoads.
yeah.
Battletoads,
Something like
that
that,
was
like
like
side scroller
4 years ago, Dreads.
The last Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game wasn't that one couch co-op
Was
capable?
it? Is it?
think it was.
No, not Shredder's Revenge.
Shredder's Revenge?
No,
Shredder's
not
Revenge.
Shredder's Revenge. No,
Yeah.
there was another one that came out recently, a roguelike. It was called
I
Splintered
do-
Fate. Splintered
Oh,
Fate.
you're right.
Splinter Fate is. I don't know if it's called couch co-op, but I know
I
it's
don't know.
co-op.
What's perfect. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're actively choosing to make less money too.
yeah, for sure. But I think it helps with that because a lot of people are still clamoring for co-op games. Like
Yeah.
me personally, I love story-driven co-op games. Like I'm looking forward to playing Gears of War when it comes out with these guys. Like I want to play those games. Like you know what I mean? Like experience the story. I think Heartless already played Gears of War. Jay, have you beaten Gears of War before?
No.
No, see, so there's a new audience for Gears of War. I don't think Bellows played it either. Shout out to Bellows. Actually, his birthday. Happy birthday, Bello! Now it's immortalized in the podcast. There you go. Anyways, moving on. So, yeah, it's. I love co-op games. That's one of my favorite forms of video games because it kind of like brings me back to that time when you go to a friend's house and you got to play video games all day and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. I think this game really with all of their games because I recently just started playing It Takes Two as well a little bit before this.
Yeah,
they're super creative with the different gameplay mechanics that they implement with like each chapter, for lack of better terms. Like they'll give you like It Takes Two. There's like a point where it's like a top down battle game. Then there's another section where you're flying a plane and it turns into a fighting game, and it's just creativity is
it breaks up the monotony.
20. Yes. I tell you, even playing through the tutorial of Split Fiction, like, oh god, dude, I honestly can't wait to get back to that game. I'm not gonna lie, that game is amazing.
The section where you play as a couple of pigs is a standout.
Oh yeah, that threw me off.
I saw the hot dog. I saw the hot dogs in the trailer.
Yeah, we were
I
dying.
had to fart to fly, and I said, "Wait, what? I was just a cyber ninja. I don't what?
Yep.
What about what?
Now you're a farm pig. Keep you on your toes.
Yeah, right. Just keeps everything fresh. But I definitely want to get my hands on this game at some point. I'm looking forward to it. But in other news, the game's actually has over, I want to say, 258,000 concurrent players on Steam, which is incredible.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's an insane number, and it's right below PUBG and Dota, which is also pretty insane. Those are some of the most played games on. Have that, and also following Monster Hunter. That's insane. For this game to be has such a high number of players, bro, after Monster Hunter, because bro, make no mistake, Monster Hunter players, they're damn near a cult. I'm gonna be honest, they are. Are we experiencing lag?
The video's lagging a bit. It looks like. But
I think the camera.
Everyone else's camera looks fine.
Yeah,
it's
just the output.
Yeah, I don't. Probably.
They heard you talking about Monster Hunter, not the best light.
Right, and then they just shut him up. Shut him up immediately. I think this is actually better because now I get to be shown. I wasn't being shown just now. I just realized that all this time I wasn't there.
I mean, you're the host. We're the main importance of the show.
Well, true, but still, I want to show my face, Mo. God damn it. But what do you think is? Well, question: do you guys think this is a Game of the Year competitor?
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Easily. If it's not the winner.
I think there's really only maybe 2 games that might take it away. I feel like if GTA 6 drops and it's lives up to the standard, that would probably be what's taken over this game, and maybe a Monster Hunter. But again, it's early in the year. We haven't played a lot of there's still other games.
There's also Elden Ring,
Prime
but
4.
Ghost of Yodel
and Elden Ring
will probably be up there. No,
we're not doing this.
People were hating on that too.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of mixed things about that game.
About what?
Night Rain. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I have it in my draft. So
yeah, they
better
said
score at least an 85.
I mean,
it feels like it looks like Fortnite. It looks like Fortnite. It looks like the medieval Fortnite. It just does to me.
The network test, people were saying it feels creatively bankrupt. Like they had a mode
Wow.
in mind for the original, and they just made a
That's what
$40
we
game
said.
of it.
That's exactly what we said on the
Yeah.
show.
And listen, hear me out, please. I hate to cut everyone off.
Of course,
I love
brother.
Elden Ring. I
Sure.
love Elden Ring. And we know everyone who likes Elden Ring, one of the things they like about Elden Ring is the epic boss fights. We know that. If they pack this game with a lot of content, and I can certainly see people enjoying the hell out of this game. And when I say a lot of content, I mean a lot of ways to do these runs. Obviously, the maps, they're, what's the word for it?
Procedurally generated.
They're procedurally generated,
Yeah.
so they're
Yeah.
like, they're kind of randomized. So every hunt you go into, or whatever run you go, whatever you call it, a run.
He said hunt.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I know. I have too much Monster Hunter. Every run you go into is going to be different, and then you get to make new builds. There are people out there. I don't know how many. I don't know if it's like the majority of the Elden Ring player base, but there are people out there who love to create multiple builds, beat the game multiple times, end game plus the game 9-10 times, and 9 different characters, whatever it is. And I think this game speaks to those people specifically.
You know what's also wild about it though? There's no in-game
What?
voice chat.
Oh, that's why.
Wait, what?
Wait, in the Night Ring game,
Yeah,
there's no in-game voice.
not built in. No,
Oh wow.
you got to use like the emotes and stuff to like direct it. Yeah, it's maybe it's like a feature that wasn't in the network test, but there was no like mic support.
Wait, what?
You can't talk. Yeah,
Now,
That's strange.
by the way, I wanted to point out, I forgot to mention, Split Fiction is actually the highest rated game of the year so far.
With a 91,
It got a 91.
right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's pretty
Some
impressive.
respect on my lip.
Shut up, Jay. Listen, we're gonna get to the list in a second, right? I think I'm the only one that doesn't have a game on that list just yet. So, yeah, that sucks. So we're
I
gonna
see the
move on.
confusion
Still-
on
still
Pizzo's
early.
face.
Still early.
So Pizzo, we have a video game draft. Yeah, we have a
Okay.
video game draft that we did recently. I wish you were there for that one, but I don't know. We talked about doing like a mid-year. What do you guys think about that, Trez and Thick?
Like a
Should we
mid-year
do
podcast
like
to talk about it.
Yeah, and then have people like if they want to like hop in at that point and add games that haven't already been mentioned, or do you want to?
I mean, they'd be at a serious disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
I think we just have to
Yeah,
wait
you're right.
till next
Or
year.
we
Next year.
could run a secondary draft where we include all the same games, and it'd be like if we get a new group of people, like 3 or 4 people, they can have their own mini draft.
Like League 2.
League 2, exactly.
I like that.
Yeah. That
I mean, I'll be
Sure,
down.
possible.
The English Championship to the Premier League.
But yeah, like I said, I'm open to more story driven co-op games. So I hope this isn't like the last bastion of these kinds of games. 'Cause I feel like we don't get to see much of these anymore. We really don't.
I have a
So
question.
I hope it doesn't. Go ahead.
So with Astrobot winning Game of the Year last year, if Split Fiction
boy.
wins this year, feel how you feel, whether it should have or not, right?
I think it should be.
Do you think that there do you think that there is ever a point where companies see the success of Astrobot in Split Fiction, and then instead of it being like a return to 5v5 hero shooters, there's like a return to story-based platformers and things
They don't
like
give a
that?
shit.
Like,
They don't. Give a
they
shit.
don't give
I think it depends on it all depends on revenue.
Yes.
So
revenue.
Mhm.
regardless of if the game is winning game of the year, if it's not, if
Generating.
if something like a Call of Duty is still the top of the line, like making the most money or whatever, they're gonna keep
Yeah.
pumping them out regardless of how bad it is, even if they're not getting nominated
Games
for
aren't
awards.
just games. They are machines. They're money machines.
Yeah.
And some
Cash
machines
cows.
make
And-
more money. They're cash cows. Some machines make more money than other machines. And I do not see a game like Split Fiction being the kind of game that earns $500 million.
True.
No.
Worst case, there's
Can't argue
somebody
that.
in a boardroom somewhere who's like, "Let's do it, but let's make it a live service."
Live service platformer makes me want to throw up.
I know, right? But it's not
It is some of
the,
the platforms.
the,
You
the
got to see what
chance.
the
It's not
platforms look like.
The chance of that happening is not zero.
No, it's definitely not.
You want to know the top 10 most profitable gaming games in 2024? I'll go quick.
What's that?
Number 1, Grand Theft Auto Online. Number 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare
Yeah.
3. Number 3, FIFA 24. Number 4, Fortnite. Number 5, video slots. Number 6, Genshin Impact. Number 7,
What is that?
I knew
Roblox.
it was up there. I knew it was up there.
Number 8, Honkai Star Rail. I have no idea
That's
what
the
that is.
same company, Genshin and Honkai.
Yeah.
are made
Number
by
9,
Hoyoverse.
Candy Crush, still making the top 10. And then number 10, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So just edging out the
Wow.
end was a
Everything
story-based game.
else
Everything
was a
else
live
is-
service game.
And a
Yeah.
story-based game on the most sold console of the generation it was in.
Bro.
The fact that the
See, they don't
Hoyoverse
care.
has two
GGs.
games on that list is crazy.
Yeah.
My camera died.
Yes,
Jesus.
sir. No, you good. So yeah, that shit is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. They're gonna focus more on those games. Like remember, EA reluctantly released Jedi the Jedi Fallen Order games, right? And when it
Yeah.
sold, they were like, okay, great, it did great. And it felt as if they didn't really give a shit about the second one. It just
Really?
it felt like it barely. No, I don't think so. Do you guys?
Yeah, I thought
think
the second one was
cared about
good,
it?
but I
I
didn't think
enjoyed it.
I thought
No,
the
it
first
was.
one, and maybe because it was new, the first one
Mhm.
I just like kind of blew me away a
Oh,
little bit more than
yeah.
the second one.
I think
Yeah.
part of the magic of the first one might have been how they treated like the lore and Vader and shit like that. Like that.
Yeah.
The Vader reveal in the first game versus the second one, personally, and I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but like I even felt the aura from the first,
Yeah.
like when he came out of that drop ship and the smoke, and you could hear the breath. It just chills. You know what I mean?
And you
Like,
couldn't fight him, you just had to like run away from him.
no
Yeah.
health bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just snatches you up. There's no,
I agree.
That was the beauty of that. You are not supposed to be able to fight Vader, bro. Like other games have done that in the past, namely, what is that? Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
When you fought Vader in Force Unleashed, and I'm like, you're not supposed. This man is an unstoppable machine, bro. You should feel like you're being overwhelmed by Vader when you're fighting Vader. It never felt like that with Force Unleashed. With this, you can tell that this man is a problem. You need to get the fuck out of there now.
You just gave me a
That's what it
great
was.
idea for a game.
What?
Alien Isolation, but it's Vader.
Vader. Oh my god, just call it Vader.
You could just mod it.
Yeah. It's already in space.
Yeah.
You know who
got,
did
like,
that whole vibe better?
What?
The Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Nemesis was
Oh.
chasing you down inside the
Yeah.
police station.
Yeah.
There was no fighting him at that. Make your way
No.
out.
Run. That was it. Run.
That one part from 3 where he jumps through the window on the stairwell of the police station. The one you've gone down 50 times at that point doing puzzles and he just busts through. Still scares the shit out of me.
The liquor is what scares the shit out of me. You remember when you pass that same area and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, the liquor just jumps through the freaking window. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? Yeah, bro. To this day, bro, that shit scares the shit out of me. But yeah, with the Vader idea, here's what we could do is, remember the whole Death Star plans? That's what we
Yeah.
could do. Just set it in that setting. And you're
Like, you
hiding
have-
from Vader.
You have the Death Star plans, and he's
And you're
like,
yeah. That's it.
He's like, I
That's it.
want him. You're
Yeah.
not gonna get out of here. And it's just
That's
like
it.
you gotta hide from him.
Listen, we could do that. Just make it a big ass mod.
And then Disney comes, knocks on our door, puts a bag on our head for taking their IP.
But yeah,
Oh,
let's
man.
switch things up a little bit. Like, so Assassin's Creed Shadow console specs got revealed. So right, I think I don't remember. I think like 3 days ago, eventually they showed it off. So now, despite the controversy surrounding this game, I'm actually looking forward to it. Right, I was never that big of like an Assassin's Creed fan, to be honest with you guys. Outside of like, I want to say Black Flag. I loved Black Flag. Right. And I also love the aesthetics of Valhalla. I don't know about you guys. Now, a lot of people didn't like Valhalla, but I feel like one of the reasons Valhalla wasn't as successful is because I feel like Ubisoft was afraid of moving away from the Assassin's Creed IP and just made something new. So they just oh, this is a new Assassin's Creed game, as opposed to have it be its own thing. I feel like if that game was its own thing, I feel like it would have seen more success. I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think?
Valhalla is where I stopped playing. I played
Yeah?
every single Assassin's Creed game up until Valhalla, and then I never went back. I have it. I still have it like sitting in my whatever Epic Game Store, or what's the other one? Ubisoft Store.
Connect.
Yeah, Ubisoft Connect. I bought it when it was on sale for like $20 or something, and I have no ambition to play it. And then I haven't played any of the new ones since then.
I think a lot of people are saying it was too action oriented, like too action driven. But I'm like, I mean,
Really?
here for that shit.
I don't equate Vikings and stealth.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be like this
That's
big
fair.
dude on a roof.
That
Like
is a fair point.
also, I
Yeah,
don't want to
true.
play a Norse game that you don't go and play like fight mythical shit.
They had a DLC for that, the Ragnarok
they?
DLC. They did, and it was.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people to the chat saying it was actually a lot of fun.
Oh, all right, I might have to check that out.
Yeah,
I was
I
gonna
was
say,
down for that.
Yeah, the original game, it was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go fight like other stinky like middle aged or like medieval dudes. It's just like I don't want to play as a I don't want to play a Viking and not go fight like a Pegasus or something cool.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
But it goes back to what I was saying earlier too. It's like these companies are afraid to take risks, which is why they're afraid to step away from the Assassin's Creed IP and just make a brand new game. Like, I really feel like the game would have been a lot better had it not been an Assassin's Creed game.
It's the other thing with Assassin's Creed 2 of where they were putting them out every year.
Yes.
Where it's like, all right, come on. And now they've kind of stepped away, and now they're doing like every other year or something like that. But it's just a lot. They're not giving these things time to cook.
especially because they're like 100-hour games.
Yeah,
some of them.
exactly.
Bro, like, how do you find the time? I obviously they probably have like two different teams, like dedicated teams working. You know, once that game got released, they have another team that's working. Here's the thing: I feel like Call of Duty should also be one of those games that don't come out every year. Like,
didn't they say they were
yeah.
going to do that?
As long as it makes money, though, they're
when
gonna keep coming out
Xbox
every year.
purchased them, they said they were gonna every other year. They lied.
Yeah. Okay, I figured.
They have like 3 studios working on it. It's Sledgehammer,
Raven, Sledgehammer, Raven, and
Treyarch.
Treyarch. Yep, there we go. And again, I'm so pissed off about the Raven thing. Every time someone mentions Call of Duty and I remember Raven, I'm like, bro, Raven was a fucking good studio, bro. Those guys were
Didn't
amazing.
Raven do X-Men Legends?
X-Men Legends, bro.
Right?
They made X-Men
What a
Origins
great game.
Wolverine too. Bro, they came up with the freaking regeneration system for Wolverine, bro. That was insane. Like, Wolverine would get damaged all the way down to his adamantium skeleton, bro, and it would regenerate in real time.
What a nerd.
No.
That coming out in 08 is wild, though.
Yeah,
That's
just the way he said it. Just the way he said it.
It was, bro. It was
a regeneration system.
Let's be real. We're all on a video game podcast. Do we have the legs to stand on to go?
I'm wearing
It's
a
a
shirt that
glass
says PC Master
neighborhood
Race.
throwing
I
stones
can't-
right now.
right.
That's so
Facts. Yeah, bro. But just like, I'm so upset with what they did with Raven. Like, they just put them in the Call of Duty salt mines. It's essentially what they
Yeah, right. They shut the door. You're not coming out until there's a Call of Duty coming out of here.
Some people don't even remember Raven did other things. Like they did Quakes and Hexens and Wolfenstein.
Exact Wolfenstein, bro. What are we talking about?
I got introduced to my personal history with them is Hexen and Quake 4. That's what I know them for.
I think Exen was their first game, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It might be Heretic.
Heretic.
came before.
Heretic was their first game. Heretic.
I might be wrong though, but I think it was Heretic. But either way, that's what I know them from, and they haven't been that Raven software in
Years, probably decades. Probably a
X-Men
decade.
Legends, X-Men Legends 2, Marvel Ultimate Alliance,
Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I totally forgot they did
X-Men
that. too.
Origins, Soldier of Fortune. There's one. That's a throwback.
Wow. See? So they have the chops to make other games. But
Well,
can
do
we
they
think?
still? Is anyone
I don't
still
think-
there from
No. I think they
20
probably
years
fired it.
ago when they released
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Ultimate Alliance?
Like, think
Now
about
I just want an
Activision, though.
Ultimate Alliance sequel. God.
Fact. But think about Activision now, though, right? Oh, speaking of Ultimate Alliance, it recently popped up on Steam and immediately got taken off. So I think things are happening behind the scenes. I think Xbox is probably trying to get the license from Marvel to like republish those games, which would be dope. I would love to see Deadpool. They also worked on Deadpool. So I'd love to see Deadpool.
Yeah.
Right, but has Activision worked on any single player games like in recent memory? None.
No.
None. All Call of Duty.
I mean, that's just their thing now. I
They
thought
should
they-
just call themselves Call of Duty. Call of Duty Inc. Shit. It's not Activision anymore.
That's a
They
good
just-
question.
Yeah, they haven't worked on any like recent single player games. The chat saying the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remaster. Sure.
Oh
That's
yeah.
a remaster. That's a remaster.
And Crash Bandicoot. Crash Team Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's some stuff.
Spyro wasn't them, right? Spyro was Toys for Bob.
I think you're right. I don't see them on here.
Yeah. Toys for Bob. And Toys for Bob just became
Sekiro
an
Shadows
indie
died
studio
twice
again.
was them.
Really?
Mhm.
Did they just publish that?
Published.
probably
yeah.
published.
Probably
Yeah.
published, yeah. Really? I didn't
They
know.
were the ones that published it for Stadia.
For what?
Stadia.
Oh my god. That dead thing.
They did do.
Skylanders.
Yeah, they published the Spyro.
Oh, that's
game.
when
Yeah.
Toys for Bob was under them then.
Yep.
Because Toys for Bob is no longer under Activision. They're indie now.
Now they have some other games here. So if you count things they publish, not just dev'd,
Yeah.
there's other things.
Yeah.
So they use the other folks under them to
Right.
round out their library.
Yeah, recently it looks like it's just Call of Duty,
Call of
Crash
Duty.
Bandicoot, and Tony Hawk.
Oh my god. And Crash Bandicoot was a remake, right?
They had Crash Team Rumble. Was that a remake? No. Online multiplayer game. And then
Oh.
they did Crash Bandicoot 4 came out like 4 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
The list of games in the 2000s section on their Wikipedia is huge, and then 2010s it's just like
Oh, Call of
They-
Duty.
yeah.
yeah, because they just got hit with the Call of Duty hammer. They did the Spider-Man movie tie-in games. Damn,
Yes,
Spider-Man
bro.
2
They
was
were the
so
reason
good.
why we have an
Yeah.
open world
And
Spider-Man,
Ultimate
bro.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is like they're just a
Shame.
they're a shell of their former self, bro.
And it's not going to get better unless they get spun off and sold.
True. But I don't see Activision doing any of that. Activision they're just trying to casino-fy their games. It's pretty much what they're
Activision
doing.
isn't trying to do anything anymore. You mean Microsoft is?
Microsoft. Well, yeah.
Fair
They're
point.
just a nameplate.
But I think I think Microsoft is just keeping them where they were before. They're not trying to change anything. They're just keeping the status quo because that's what worked for the company.
They probably made them cut the fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Microsoft will do that, especially if they buy something large. They'll trim
Mhm.
the fat off. Like you can do most of stuff, but anything that was too lossy, we don't want that on our books.
Right.
We already
again-
took a loss behind you.
And I can't even believe anything Phil Spencer says anymore because it's not up to him. It's up to Satya Nadella. That's it.
At the moment he asked for that $69 billion check to buy them,
Mhm.
yeah, he lost all.
all
cash.
yeah. Any
board
leverage,
now-
all the leverage. Yeah.
Yeah, the board is now the vested interest, not you.
Mhm.
You guys remember Gun?
Oh yes, I do.
That was an Activision game.
Holy crap!
True Crime,
Wow.
Streets of LA.
Oh yeah. True Crime.
Holy.
No. You know,
Say
Full
you
motion
stick-
shit, the
Oh.
gas tank blowing the cars up.
yeah, bro. The Snoop Dogg DLC.
Yep.
Oh
talk
my
about that.
god.
No, it wasn't a DLC. It was like a
Wow.
code. You had to enter a code to get.
Yeah,
Snoop
Yeah,
Dogg.
it was
yeah,
like
he-
a secret. Yeah.
Remember that
That's
shit, bro? That was crazy.
insane.
You know, people didn't like the second game. Would actually love the second game because it was set in New York. Welcome to New York City. But
Yeah,
I feel like
them. I like both
here's
of
the
them.
thing: True Crime was a good game up until the end of the game, where a fucking dragon just appeared out of nowhere. I was like, wait, what? I am lost here. This entire day it was hyper realism until we got to a dragon. Like, where did this dragon come from? No hallucinations, no nothing. It was just a real dragon that just showed up. It was insane.
Somebody was on something.
Definitely, bro. Shrooms or something, but that was crazy. But like, let's switch the topic up real quick. Go back to the Assassin's Creed specs, right? I don't even know how we got into that previous conversation, but like we're getting back to the Assassin's Creed.
Got
of
off
it
the
all.
rails there.
Yes, we did. But what do you like? So most people are saying this is probably not going to run well for consoles. It's not looking too great for consoles. Let's look at the specs real quick. Let's see if I can enlarge this here. I want to pull this up on screen as well.
It'll run great at 30 frames a second.
Yeah, I think 30. So for performance for PS5, it's gonna be 2160p upscaling, selective 60 FPS, standard 30 FPS. I think you can go 40 FPS if I'm not mistaken, based on this diagram here. PS4 Pro is gonna be upscaled to 2160 as well. Standard is gonna be 60, extended to 30 and 40 FPS. Xbox is pretty much the same thing, but I feel like a lot of people are gonna say I think people are gonna have a preference and it's gonna look better on a specific console. Like we can see this and say, oh great, whatever. But when it's in like when the game finally comes out and we see it, somebody's gonna
You
handle
already
this
know which one's the
processing.
worst one.
Yeah, Xbox.
The Series S. Like
Yeah, Series S is definitely not gonna run this well. The Series S
1620p.
1620p, 30 frames per second. Yes, exactly. So it also goes back to the ongoing conversation about the Series S. It's holding back the industry, not just Xbox, the entire industry.
Yep.
Because every developer has to develop their games within the framework to support the unless they don't release those games on Xbox because it's appeared. I think what was it called? They had a term for it. It's almost like a peered deal. Like you have to if you're making a game for Series X, it has to be for the S as well.
Yeah, you're making
you
a
are
game
gonna
for the
release-
Series, Xbox
Yeah.
Series. They call it as a platform. So
Yeah,
it has to support both.
which is why we didn't get Wukong. That's one of the reasons why Wukong didn't show up. But they did promise to release it at a later date, but it's been almost 2 years. Am I wrong? Or
Wukong,
a year.
yeah, Wukong, whatever they did in their engine modifications,
Mhm.
to this day has a hard time running on AMD graphics cards on PC. Like it doesn't run as smoothly as NVIDIA. It's almost like they developed and made all their modifications to their engine in-house on NVIDIA and never tested for AMD. So when you look at benchmarks for even new AMD graphics cards, they're worse than their NVIDIA equivalent significantly. Now, all of these consoles are AMD hardware. So you take the weakest one of the bunch, they're going to have a massive problem.
Yeah, because they have to make sure it works on the Series S. To give a fuck about the Series X in general, because they have to make it so it fits the Series S, that it can work on the Series S. So that's the biggest issue.
Basically, you have to develop for the Series S and then
upscale to the Series X.
And that's just problematic.
Yeah. So
they never learned that lesson from other people who've tried this.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't there another game? There's other games that also wasn't released on Xbox. I want to say
Baldur's Gate was delayed, I believe,
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
Is Baldur's Gate currently on Xbox?
Yeah.
Now.
It
Yeah.
is.
So that's a big issue. Like I really feel like Xbox is about to move away from the Series X, and I think that's why they're kind of expediting the next gen consoles, because they're trying to move away from the Series S as fast as possible because it's kneecapping them. Like a lot of developers have stated that they don't want to make or publish games for Xbox because of this very reason. Mainly, I think it was WB Montreal when they made the I mean, of course the game sucked, but still, what's it called? the Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights.
Oh, that
That-
game is awful.
Yes, but they had an issue. They said that's partially why the game wasn't as polished as it was, because they had to limit the game's potential essentially to run on Xbox.
Well, yeah, because they did that like anywhere co-op, where like you could play anywhere in the city.
Yes, like the
And-
drop in, drop out co-op
Yeah, you're
situation.
blowing up people's Series S's with that.
Bro, here's the thing. Again, I feel like that was a missed opportunity. They were trying too hard to separate themselves from the Arkham games. All you guys needed to do was make an Arkham game that's co-op. That's all
Yeah.
y'all need to do.
I don't need
All you
gear
need to do.
and damage numbers. Like,
The fuck for?
yeah,
What am
it's
why
like,
do I
oh
need
man,
to
my
see
critical
numbers on
strike
screen?
chance went up with Batgirl. It's like I don't give a fuck. Just let me
Right.
play with my friends in Gotham City. Like, I don't need to put a different helmet on her. Like,
Right.
I just want to go do cool shit with my friends.
And every costume gives you a special, not a special perk, but just gives you like stats. Like
Yeah.
stat upgrade. I
God, if I
shit
play
about
another
stat
game that's got a
upgrade.
perk thing, I'm just like, I don't care, man. Especially
All
in
y'all
a
do.
Batman game.
Yeah, all
Oh
you
my God.
needed to do.
Am I a
All
point
they needed
guarder?
to do, bro.
Like-
That's all we needed to do. All we needed to do, Arkham with multiplayer.
Yeah, with the
That's it.
Bat family. You
Batman.
don't need to kill
That was
off
it.
Batman. You just
And spoiler alert, Batman didn't actually die either.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Oh,
Bro,
you ruined
I
it for
knew-
me now.
What I'm saying, right?
It all
Bro,
comes
I-
back to Suicide Squad.
Oh my God,
God damn
Not-
you.
bro. that-
is there any validity to that Batman Beyond rumor? Did I just bury the lead? Is that in the show notes? Did I miss it?
It's,
there
I think
was
it's
a
all
rumor.
rumors. Yeah, I
There-
think it's
yeah,
all
it was
rumors
a
right
rumor.
now.
Yeah, it was a rumor, but I think they're trying to. Rocksteady is trying to make another Batman game.
They-
That's if
they need to
doesn't shut the
reboot,
studio
bro.
down.
My Batman is gone. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. And what is it? Guy that voices Joker, because he said he was not going to voice the Joker if
Mark
Kevin
Hamill.
Conroy. Yes, Mark
Yeah.
Hamill. If
Luke
Kevin Conroy
Skywalker.
is not, yes, if he's not in the bat suit and whatever he's doing, he's not going to voice the Joker. So
Mhm.
you might as well just reboot it. You already kind of like messed up the legacy with
Right.
how everything happened with Suicide
That game-
Squad. Because
that
at
game-
the end of all of those episodes, they said that everything was Batman's plan all along. It's like you
Bro,
planned on
listen,
Wonder Woman
listen,
dying.
listen.
I don't.
Did
Why
did
would-
we have a conversation with you about that? Did Pizzo?
Was it
Did we
me?
talk about that?
Oh.
I don't know.
No,
I don't
we spoke about bits and parts of the lore, like King Shark picking up a Green Lantern ring,
Green Lantern
and, like,
ring.
different parts, but we didn't talk about like the episodes that came out as
Bro,
DLCs.
Bro,
Yeah,
fuck that. How do you know the oath? How does King Shark know the oath for the Green Lantern? How? How do you know the oath?
it's public information, man. You know, you
Yeah,
just
you-
get on Google. You know what I
Stewart
mean?
say it.
Bro,
Does King Shark know how to Google?
You know what?
know.
That's a good question.
Well, he's been. I don't know why he's using guns in the first place,
bro,
but
if all of this was Batman's plan, that was a shit plan because Batman
Yeah,
allowed
that's
Wonder
terrible.
Woman to die. That's also another thing. So you're telling me all this grand scheming and all this shit was all of your plans all along. So your plan was to get captured by Brainiac and then fuck up half the world and the
Mhm.
multiverse to then come back and then stop. Fuck out of
In the hopes that 4 criminals will actually prevail against
right.
alternate versions of
Batman
the
believed in
Flash.
these.
And,
Right.
you know what?
He believed in them that much. You believe
Okay.
that these guys, these brain dead motherfuckers, could kill the Justice League. Are we
Before I
serious?
Before I go off
Superman.
in too much of a tangent, would you be okay with this? Right? Let's say the new Batman game is Batman Beyond, but they establish Arkham Origins as a different universe Batman.
So
Because
they could
technically, right now, some people view it as lore, some people view it as not. But they do a Batman based off of just that Batman specifically, and they
Yeah.
say that Arkham Batman was a separate Batman, and this is what happens years later after this version of
multiverse
Batman.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that happening. I would like that. If they could move away from it, though, I would love for them to just, sure, That's
Mhm.
kind of like a soft reboot if you think about it. Like if they just
Yeah.
jump to like the Batman Beyond of it
Our
all.
future. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So you can have a different voice actor for Bruce, which I
Mhm.
actually did like. Roger Craig Smith. That was the
Yeah,
voice
yeah.
actor for Bruce Wayne. I
Mhm.
actually liked him for Bruce Wayne. Initially, though, it did tick me off. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, "Yo, this is not Kevin Conroy. Fuck this game." But you know, in hindsight, I've learned to appreciate the game over time.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Why
You know?
has no one made a either DC or Marvel like MCU it where they have like one game for one superhero? I guess
Suck
they're
at it.
doing that with Spider-Man, but like and then have another game with another superhero and then having like an ensemble game. Kind of like what they did with the MCU.
I think it just takes too long.
Not only
Yeah,
that,
because
that's
game
kind of what
development
Suicide
is.
was.
Fucking get started.
No, that's kind of what Suicide Squad
said
Justice
chop
League
chop.
was. No. But here's the crazy thing about that. I heard James Gunn said that's what they want to do moving forward, but it's not just a tie-in to like a gaming world. They want to have their games tie into the movies, and I think that's a very bad
See,
idea.
Yeah, I
terrible
think
idea.
that gets super tricky. Yeah, it
Yeah,
gets super tricky because
bro-
especially power
No,
scaling
let him
too.
do it. Let him do it. Let him do
Power
it. Let him
scaling
burn
to
it to the ground.
Oh God, please
Burn
no.
it to the ground.
DC is precious to me, man. I can't.
Same. Yeah,
No,
also same.
bro, it's already hard as it is to balance like a film franchise, bro. To
Yeah.
now make that into video games and TV
Good luck.
and
with that.
movies. That's 4 different mediums. And the comic books. No,
You're not going to
crazy.
be able to time it because the game could get delayed, and then your movie that relies on the game
Oh,
is going to be.
No, you just
Lord.
put out the game and patch it later. What do you mean?
That's true.
So it's
I hate
insane.
this.
Nah, I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. It's just I think Warner Brothers needs to start just licensing out their games now. They just need to license out their IP and just call it a
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, I
Get
agree.
people that really appreciate their IPs. That's what they need to do.
I mean, I hope when Insomniac releases Wolverine and then they have the
Is that Wolverine game ever even coming out?
I think it will, yeah. And then the rumor is that there's an X-Men game that they're
That'd be
also
dope.
working on.
Yeah.
And then we'll at
I
least
mean-
have Spider-Man and X-Men and Wolverine in the same universe. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Give that to me. I'm a
don't
fucking
know what
superhero nerd. I love this shit.
Yeah.
We'll all
But
be
you want them to do
years
the
old,
Wolverine
but-
versus Spider-Man crossover?
That'd be insane.
I'm all for it. Yeah. I want the Venom game. Give me the Venom game.
Apparently that was a rumor as well that they were working on like a
Well, I thought
Venom
that was part of the leaked documents that leaked
Yeah,
like
it was.
a
Yeah,
year
but I
and a half,
think we
2
would
years
have
ago.
seen it by now because like Miles Morales came out what a year
after
2
Spider-Man,
years
yeah.
after Spider-Man 2
Mhm.
and now or Spider-Man 1 and now Spider-Man 2's been out for 3 years.
It's now on PC.
Yeah, it did
Yeah.
just come to PC.
Mm-hmm. So
No way,
I don't know.
Spider-Man 2's been out for 3 years.
2 years?
2 years. I think
Gotta be
I think
two.
it's 2 years. Yeah, because it came out to PC now, so I think it's roughly 2 years.
Mm.
Am I?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me double check
And
that.
I've still finished none of them.
Really?
My pile of
Yeah,
shame is in
bro.
the multiple hundreds. Yeah.
Listen, Reaper, you're not alone.
Yeah. We all have giant backlogs, so
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro.
Damn you, Gabe Newell.
yeah, exactly. I just bought during this podcast. I just bought the Tomb Raider original trilogy because it was $10 or $11. And I was like, you know what? It's $11. I might play it one day.
Yeah, yep.
Reaper is right. It came out 2 years ago. Not Reaper.
2 years ago?
Trez said, yeah, Trez said he came out 2 years ago. It's actually right.
Yeah.
2003. 2023, bro, is insane. I didn't realize that. Damn,
Yeah.
time's going fast.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
about to say time is moving. Time is moving.
Got somewhere to be.
Don't blink.
I'm saying. All right. So, is anyone interested in playing this Assassin's Creed game?
If it was free.
For specific reasons, yes. I'm not interested in the sense that I'm just like a huge because this is going to be my first Assassin's Creed since Origins. Like I just kind of fell out. First off, whenever the whole Desmond saga, like Ezio trilogy, kind of ended, I kind of like sunset out and went into other different games from there. And I would hear about Assassin's Creed, and it would either be a hit or a miss. I think there's like some sort of like thing where every other Assassin's Creed is pretty good, but I just stopped paying attention to it, and I wanted to play Mirage because it reminded me a lot of the original Assassin's Creed games. But I didn't. I wasn't in the position to get it, and so now I'm in the position to play Shadows. I completely skipped Valhalla because I heard bad things about Valhalla in multiple different sources. Even though I have it though, but I never really invested myself enough to play it. So I'm interested to see how this turns out. See how they balance two characters. See if, because a lot of the stealth gameplay sort of reminded me of like Splinter Cell with the use of shadows and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested in that. I'm really interested in the stealth arc. But I kind of want to see what happens and how it's received by the general public. So,
bro, listen, I'm gearing up. I am gearing up because remember, a full version of the game, a supposed full version of the game, got leaked 2 weeks ago. But it was like a older version, so to speak. That's what Ubisoft came out and said.
The whole story, the game's whole story, ended up leaking on a adult site not too long ago. Yeah. So this game has been. There's been a lot going on.
Pornhub to watch Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I think that was Assassin's Creed. I think you're watching the wrong one. I think we're watching the wrong one.
Yeah, man. So
I'm just imagining the guy who's scrolling through Pornhub and being like, "Shit, Assassin's Creed!" Fully leaked.
His mental state completely switched. He's like, "Wait a minute." Worry about you later. Tweet about Assassin's Creed.
Oh my god,
that is insane.
Yeah, that's hilarious, man.
That actually happened. I promise you, and I'm not saying that from experience, but I promise you, somebody was on there.
Oh god,
they stumbled upon Assassin's Creed, and they were like, you know what? We gotta watch this.
Like, did someone from the dev team upload it there as a joke? Was like, no one's gonna see this.
No one's gonna find this.
The guy hits the group chat. He's like, "Yo, Assassin's Creed got linked on Pornhub," and they're like, "Wait, what? Why are you texting us on Pornhub?" He's like, "Never mind that."
Wait, why are you on Pornhub right now? Let's start here. And you thought of us at the same time,
right? Why is the group chat the next tab over? Like
one of the rare occasions where you use the share feature on Pornhub.
That's crazy. One of them was like, "Oh wait, I'm already on Pornhub. What's this? What did I search?"
That's insane.
Oh my god.
But in other news, let's switch up topics real quick. Acclaim returns in the form of an indie studio. So apparently it's being reformed by industry veterans, and they're stating that they would be fostering an environment for ripe, nurturing independent developers and driving long-term success. What are your thoughts about this whole return of Acclaim? Reaper, I'll start with you.
It's bittersweet. The retro part of me is like, oh, cool, Acclaim. And then retro part of me is also like, you do remember what Acclaim put out in mass, right? Like, they were part of the shovelware mindset of the 90s.
Yep.
For every good game they put out, there were 10 to 12 just fill the store shelves with something with our logo on it games.
Mm-hmm.
And they single-handedly devalued. Okay, let me not put it all on them, but they heavily influenced the fact that media tie-in games were deemed as potential garbage. Like, you had to be an excellent movie tie-in or comic book tie-in or whatever tie-in game to gain any attention for someone after some of the turds they put out.
Didn't they do AVP? Like Alien versus Predator was them as well, right? Am I wrong?
You might be correct, but there were multiple Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, which one? Because there's like 6 of them.
The goddamn. And they also had Predator too. They had like a Predator game. I remember the Predator game. Bro, I remember SNES, bro. Almost every cartridge on SNES had an Acclaim logo on it.
They were just pumping out games.
Yeah.
So, like, they had a Simpsons game out. They had NBA titles. One of the Double Dragons was them, but it was just a publish, right?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was a
wow,
published
Space
from him.
Jam. That
Yeah,
game-
a bunch of rare games were through them.
I think NBA Jam was them.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
reskinned it and made it a Space Jam game.
That's incredible. How did I not know about this?
You've never played the Space Jam game?
No,
No.
I didn't even know
I
there
too
was a
have never
Space Jam.
played
What?
this,
And
and I'm
there's like
very
mini
angry
games where
about
you gotta
this.
like collect the bugs special juice or whatever.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm very angry. I didn't get the
Oh man,
chance.
yeah, it was. I mean, I remember it being really fun, but I was also a dumb child, so I don't.
Yeah,
I
I was
don't
about to
know.
say I would have wanted to play not because it was good, but because like Space Jam is still to this day probably one of my favorite movies of all time. So
Yeah, it was like an NBA Jam clone where you were like the Monstars or the Michael Jordan Looney Tunes teams.
I'll have to
Wow.
look that up.
Yeah, but Acclaim definitely did a number on the industry, bro, and especially when it came to like their advertising. I did a video about this. Shout out to my video. Please go check it out on the channel. Anyways, they had like weird advertising practices. I don't know if I told you guys about this. We talked about it off stream, but I did mention this. They also had a Shadow Man. They wanted to put like posters, advertisements on tombstones, like actual tombstones in the cemetery for Shadow Man.
That's edgy as fuck.
Bro. I'm like, why would you even like who came up with that idea? Like, where did you guys get that idea from? Why was that even
Is that legal? Is that?
I don't think so.
I mean, if the family agrees to it,
If the
I
family
mean,
agrees,
Okay.
you're not running into them just like sticking it like a sticker on there
right?
and just bolting.
And that's the other question. Was it like an actual poster or is it like an engraving?
How many
Shadow Man
people are
coming out
passing
soon?
tombstones that it's going to work as an effective marketing? Someone's grieving fucking Gam, and they're like,
Right.
"Oh, hey, I want to check that game out." Like, what?
Right. They did some crazy stuff. You guys remember Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Played that
So-
every day when I came home from school.
Yeah, so they made a sequel to that, and they slapped on Dave Mirra's name on it. It was Dave Mirra's Triple X BMX, but Dave Mirra
I
sued
remember
because
that,
it was so crass and just like was filled with
Yeah.
like nudity and a bunch of stuff. So he
I
sued to
remember
have
this.
he sued to have his name removed, and that's how they just published the game as Triple X BMX.
Probably
Because
Because
they
they
were
were copies floating around with his name on it. They're probably
Yeah,
a
they were
rare get, too.
exactly. They were capitalizing on the whole because that was when Grand Theft Auto first came out. I got Grand Theft Auto 3, so
They wanted
they
to
were
be
trying-
edgy.
exactly. So that's what happened. But in that effort, PlayStation refused to publish their game. GameStop refused to sell their games, so they got a hit from that shit. So
Whoops.
they did a lot of crazy shit, bro. I'm being honest, bro. Especially with the Turok thing, like the Turok sweepstakes. If you named your kid Turok, you automatically get entered in the sweepstakes.
I
Like,
hate
what?
how you say that. Unless you finish that sentence with automatically winning, like
No, you don't.
it's
Automatically,
actually-
you don't.
I've
You
never seen
automatically
it.
get
He
entered.
really- He says you automatically get entered for a
Entered.
sweepstakes. Bro, tattooing. I mean, not tattooing. Naming my child Turok puts me in the sweepstake, but it doesn't guarantee me anything.
What do you win?
Guarantees you're in the sweepstakes.
Exactly.
I hate
That's all that
hate
does.
that language.
What's the prize?
Yeah, what was the
It's just a sweepstakes. Like, what do you win? You got to win.
I don't remember.
That's
It was
it. You
money.
automatically get entered into
10 Gs.
sweepstakes.
Yeah.
I think it was money, but I don't remember how
10
much it was.
grand.
It was 10 grand.
Grand.
It was 10 grand. Yeah, there we go.
Early 2000s.
What's that adjusted for
Equivalent.
inflation?
That's not
From
enough.
2002 to
That's
now?
not enough. That's like $20,000.
Not enough.
That's
It's
definitely
just
not
your
enough.
kid's name. It's not your name.
Right. You
They
got
got to get bullied, not you.
Hold on.
and
Let's reframe this. Imagine you're little Turok, right? And
Little
you're
Turok.
11 years old.
Little
You're
baby
11 years
Tutu.
old, and people start asking you like, "Yo, why is your name Turok?" Like,
My parents were
John
strapped for
with
cash in the
Bill.
early 2000s. That's why my name is Turok.
Yeah, they were crazy back in the day, bro. They also renamed a street in Long Island called Turok Way, just so you guys know, because they were based in Long Island.
Did they get
I wish I
entered in
lived
the
on
sweepstakes?
Turok Way.
That'd be crazy. Having that as an address. That's insane. Say again, Heartless. What did you say?
I said, did they get entered in the sweepstakes?
No, I doubt it.
Everybody on Turok Lane gets in the sweepstakes. If you
That'd
buy
be-
a house on Turok Lane, you get to win 10 grand.
That's crazy.
Do you know what the European equivalent of the sweepstakes was?
How much?
And I'm quoting from an old CNET article. The company received thousands of responses earlier this month when it offered £500 and an Xbox game console to British residents willing to legally change their name to Turok.
The disrespect, bro. The disrespect.
Ain't nothing to do over there. It's gray and rains all the time, so people don't need any kind of excuse for entertainment.
No.
Like the £500, I don't even think it's enough to cover the paperwork costs to legally change your name and then change it back.
Literally.
I mean, just leave it at Turok at that point.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a free Xbox. But your
What
name's
last
Mr.
name
Turok.
attaches to that? Like nothing's gonna sound good like Turok Johnson. Like nothing. Like you gotta have a full name.
Right? Imagine they told him they had to be Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. That's the full name.
That's it. Nope, I'm out of here. Bye.
License and registration, please.
You say you
Turok
gotta
the
be kidding
Dinosaur
me.
Hunter.
You gotta be
Is this for
kidding me.
me?
Are you the Turok? You the guy?
Wait,
Right?
do we have any confirmed winners?
I didn't check. We should check.
Can we call them winners?
One, but at what cost?
Can we? I don't think anybody wins in this scenario.
Yo, this article is just apparently this was a thing Acclaim was riding the wave of because this article's calling out everybody who's doing shady advertising. The Tombstone thing Cash mentioned is here.
Is it all Acclaim?
No, Microsoft did something. Oh, they got a wrist slap from British television censors with an Xbox commercial depicting a newborn child flying through a window.
I mean,
What the hell?
that's not bad.
Tossing babies out the window.
What the hell?
Sounds like an Xbox ad.
Wait, was it
In
just
the
for the
early
console or
2000s.
for a game?
For the console. I can't imagine why Xbox never really broke ground too well over in
Fuck
Europe.
this kid. I got an Xbox now.
What is this article?
Life is too short. Play more Xbox is the title of the commercial.
It's not even
Wow.
a PlayStation.
Just what I
That's the
said,
thing.
basically.
It's not even a PlayStation.
Oh,
She's giving
wow.
birth, and bam, baby goes out the window real far. Still going. Still
I think
going.
I've seen that commercial. Wait.
It's
I think I've seen
growing
that
up.
commercial.
It's aging.
Yes, and then he get. Oh, I've seen that
This is a
commercial
naked
before.
toddler now. What were they thinking? He's an adult man, still flying. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna get old and die? Yep, he's
Yeah,
aging.
he's gonna get. Oh, yep, back into the grave. I think he's gonna land right into like a grave or some shit.
Yes. Wow. Straight into
I've
the
seen.
tombstone.
I've seen it before. I've seen that commercial before.
oh,
Life is short. Play more Xbox.
wow. No, that's horrible.
That's
If we
crazy.
really want to look up who the winner is, 10,000 in savings bonds for the first baby born September 1st to bear the name Turok. So whichever kid was born September 1st, 02, their parents were the winner.
Oh wow.
Prospective
Sh-
parents must register and agree to the rules posted, blah, 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 by August 31st. Cutting it a little close there.
Shout outs to Jammer for the bits. Thank you.
We're giving birth to our biggest game, so it's a natural time.
I want to see the people trying to rush
This
and
is
induce
nuts.
labor. Like we gotta have the first Turok. Like, is there somebody with a stopwatch
There's
in the delivery room?
sections for no reason.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you're perfectly healthy. Why do you just cut it out?
Get Turok out of me right now.
So question, what do you think, what are some possible IPs? I know that they said indie games, but do you think that I wonder if they're gonna have any kind of like lasting effect this time around? You think Acclaim is gonna, or were they capitalizing on the name of Acclaim to like bring some attention to all the other games that they'll be working on eventually? What do you guys think?
Sounds nostalgia based, and the little snippet you read at the beginning of this segment, it just sounded like buzzwords, like some
Yeah.
corporate
Industry
buzzwords,
veterans.
yeah, thrown into a
Mhm.
paragraph,
Mhm.
and they're gonna be like, they're gonna ride the wave of the Acclaim name.
Right.
Question. Seeing as how Mortal Kombat is not in a great place right now, Acclaim used to own Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah.
No, it's always
Midway.
been
No,
Midway.
they
Yeah,
publish.
Midway,
Acclaim-
and then they
Acclaim-
went to.
Publish. Acclaim
Acclaim
published.
ported it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they not publish it anymore?
No, they ported it to home consoles, and
Yeah, because it
then
was. Yeah.
I think Midway started porting it once they hit like the 3D era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Porting it themselves, or Williams I think might have been what was porting it, and then when WB bought Midway, they got the rights and created NetherRealm Studios.
I see. It makes sense. Well, what if
Don't
another company got the rights to Mortal Kombat?
I don't want to claim to get
that's
the rights to
Reaper's
Mortal
thing.
Kombat.
That's Reaper's
Yeah,
thing.
no.
That's, no,
Yeah.
because you have the What If podcast. That's
I
But what if
do-
somebody else? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see not WB have control of NetherRealm Studios because WB sucks, but
The rumor was
Yeah.
Xbox.
I would not like them to go to Acclaim. No,
I don't
have
want-
confidence there.
The
Yeah,
rumor
I don't
was
want
Xbox.
Microsoft to own NetherRealms either.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Then
I don't see any
really
good
don't.
coming from that.
None. Either one. Either one.
Mm-mm.
Who would be a good choice? Who would handle it properly?
None of them.
None of them.
Well,
I think NetherRealm could do a good job if they weren't tied down by WB.
I was gonna say
yeah.
I would much rather them let go of NetherRealm than anything, rather than them being stuck under some other corporate's thumb and then have to mold the game into something that they want it to be. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because especially the last game felt very WB, having their hands in it.
Yeah, it was
Let's
Mortal
get old.
Kombat Secret Wars in regards to story, and then everything got super grindy, and then it just
It's very grindy.
and let's add in every single movie tie-in we can instead
Yeah.
of the characters
I'm
you
sick
actually
of 'em.
want.
I'm sick of the movie tie-in characters. Yeah,
Like one or two every game was cool. Like oh Terminator, okay, that's cool. Oh RoboCop, okay.
Yeah.
All right, how many are we up to now? What,
Yeah.
Can we get more of the like? I thought the whole point in the multiversal thing was we could essentially, hopefully, get every single iteration of every character we've ever wanted.
and they need to stop rebooting the series. And the story in this game was absolute ass. But I could go on and on and on.
He especially is qualified to talk about this because if you look over his left shoulder there, you want to give him a little. Yep, there it is.
Nice.
Wait, what was that?
That
Somebody
guy.
said that?
MK2 cabinet.
Oh, you have the wait. Is this the guy that has the Mortal Kombat YouTube channel?
That
you
is
guys were
correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit! They were telling me about you the first time that I was actually on here because I was going off
Guys.
about the lore of previous games. I am like a huge Mortal Kombat. It's
Mortal Kombat lore
superhero
is
stuff,
amazing.
and it's also
incredible.
messy too. But it's very much
It's
very
only
much
messy
amazing.
because recently they fucking destroyed it.
Yeah.
Which is why I hate what
It's
they've
like
been
Kingdom
doing. With
Hearts
it.
for adults.
But yeah.
Oh God, Kingdom Hearts. I
It used to be
got
so
that
good.
a while ago.
And now it's like they like CW'd everyone.
Yeah,
Like, everyone
I-
looks pretty and like yeah, and, like
CWing
they're
everyone
like
is crazy.
19 years old, and it just but they refuse to go full horny and like go back to the days of the
Yeah.
old costumes, and they give
Yeah,
everyone a weird
yeah.
jumpsuit. Yeah, it's I don't know.
Uh,
Going on a rant now.
well,
Give it to NetEase
Yeah, we'll
because
have
they
to
were
dis-
for sure. They made
they won't
everybody.
care at all.
NetEase, they will do the fan service.
They will give
The
everybody
fans
a
will be
dong
serviced.
and just not even listen to anybody's criticism about it. Venom got ass. Don't worry about it.
I forgot. That's right. Pizzo is also an MK
Yeah,
diehard.
yeah, man.
I'd
Yeah.
love to see you two just rant about fucking MK.
I
just
could
like-
I could go for hours, honestly. That's why it's
I'd
too-
say Reaper too, but Reaper is more of like he'll play it and then just like
No,
brush
here's
it
the
to
thing.
side.
I like the story,
Mhm.
and I didn't mind where they were going at the start. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, you're gonna do a multiversal. To me, it was
Mhm.
very much Flashpoint. You're gonna Calamity and Reset, which a lot of game stories this far in need to because they've gone too far, right?
Mhm.
Street Fighter's getting a little long in the tooth. Tekken, I don't spiraled a long time ago.
Mhm.
So a lot of these could use a reboot, and you're setting it up. Okay, you could reboot. All you really did was leave it kind of open-ended so you could just keep dumping movie tie-ins ad nauseum into it.
Yeah.
I didn't come here for that.
Well, and then the whole story is like was basically pulled off of fan fiction from Tumblr. And it's just it's so bad. It's so the guy they got writing the story is fucking awful. Just doesn't do justice to any of the characters that have been established for years. Yeah. And I get it. They're appeasing a younger audience. Like they for whatever reason, Mortal Kombat has a very like a very popular like Gen Z, almost even Gen Alpha type of audience of these kids that are like teens. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from.
I think it's because of the blood and gore.
Have you seen the
Maybe.
fatalities?
I mean, I guess, but the people
Hey, we liked it when we were kids.
That's
so.
true.
Facts. Yeah.
It's a very like LGBTQ type of audience, and there's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't bother me at all. But I don't understand it. Like I don't understand how that type of like that age group and that community is gravitating to Mortal Kombat. Like to me, it just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, the horror community is similar to that too. So I wonder if there's that.
Yeah, you're right.
That is true. They do love Chucky. Yeah. So I don't know, but like it's just really strange to me because that's what they leaned into with Mortal Kombat 1. Like they're like, oh, this is our audience now. And then here's me, like a 38-year-old straight white dude who's like, oh, like this isn't resonating.
What about
with
me?
I got
you.
I got you.
I feel like that came off wrong. I didn't mean it to come off that way, but yeah. It's just
I
like,
it.
I don't know. It's not resonating with me like it used to. So,
right.
And I think they're just leaning into that new audience is what it is.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat, did you guys see who's playing Johnny Cage?
Also hate that casting decision.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking live action right now?
Live action.
Who did they choose?
Carl Urban, Billy Butcher.
Billy? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on.
That's a bit of a rough person to be playing a.
That's
what I said right there.
I'm like, what are we? What? Oh God! What are we
Hold on.
doing?
You know what? No. You know what? Maybe it's because we only seeing him as Billy Butcher. I'm gonna hit his IMDb page. There must be a time where they cleaned him up.
Aomer from Lord of the Rings. Hello.
Yeah, a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, he's definitely a good actor, but he's not Johnny Cage.
I don't look at him and see Johnny Cage at all. Actually, like
I mean, also need a younger actor.
Gosh, tell my pick.
Yes, that's my thing because it's like, and also
what's your pick again?
The guy from the Top Gun movie, the white dude.
Yes. What's his name?
Oh, man, I keep forgetting.
Cheekbones. I can't remember his name.
Yeah. The Miz from WWE.
The Miz, yes. Johnny Cage.
Oh,
that would have been perfect.
Yeah. But not only the Miz, if you want to go for like an actor, it would be I can't remember this dude's name from Top Gun Maverick.
I'm usually good with it too.
Yeah, I'm honestly not
My
against
brain
that,
is going to Army Hammer, but that's definitely not his name.
No,
it's a different guy.
No.
Glenn Powell.
Yeah. He would have been a fucking awesome Johnny Cage to me personally.
I don't know where they're heading with this story though. Like me personally, I didn't really enjoy. Like it was fine. I like the action choreography, but in terms of
movie?
like the actual movie and lore and story, I was just like
the same way. I thought Sub-Zero was awesome.
Yes,
like he was really cool.
I didn't like how they explained why they have powers. It's like they have
bullshit.
That was
Ohana.
When Jax's arm grew, bro, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
That was
they made up a guy who has
Cole Young was dumb. Yeah,
bro. I had the
he had like spirit batons. Like what was that? Like
who is he by the way?
He killed Toro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's completely he's new to this world.
He's in the original
they included a new person in
Johnny
general. They didn't need to do that. They literally did not need to do that.
Bro,
they have a shit ton of characters that they could have pulled from. He could have been the through line. Honestly, you really didn't even need to start with the tournament. You could have started with something like
a build up to the tournament.
Yeah, like a build up to the
storyline.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh my
Would have been
God.
perfect.
Bro, bro. I had the perfect story for Cole Young because his name sounds like Kuai Yang. So I was like, what if they did this thing where he's not like Sub-Zero's brother, but he's just like a descendant of Sub-Zero and all that kind of shit, and just like just to find some way to like make him the next Sub-Zero. That's immediately where my mind went, and it was not that. I was like, "Fuck you guys,
You're giving more forethought than anyone at WB gave forethought to that.
But you guys understand how that was close enough to be like, I think this is what they're doing.
I think they looked at Jax and were like, "We need somebody else that has metal arms," and then they gave it to that guy. Like, right? Am I thinking of the right guy? He has like gold arms.
Well, he had a whole like armor,
like
it was the whole thing. Okay, and he had like batons,
armor,
right?
Yes,
like police batons.
Yes, how and he used it to chop Goro's arms off.
I'm hoping the next one is good, and I think they could save it if they just have him like turn into Scorpion.
Yes, if he were the next Scorpion, I would love that.
Like, I would be fine with that if they just gave him that power where, like, he's, you know how Hanzo Hasashi in Mortal Kombat X can turn into like Scorpion and
Hanzo
back to his human form. Like, do that with Cole Young, and I'd be okay with it. But otherwise, we don't need this guy,
right?
I don't know.
Movie starts, he dies in the first like act.
No, they
just like Johnny Cage in Annihilation.
Yeah,
don't even talk about that.
Wait a minute. With the movie tie-ins, was Cole Young's character even ever introduced in any of the multiversal stuff in MK1?
No, we don't want him.
Not at all. Please, please. He needs to die expeditiously. I need him gone the next movie.
So the director and the producers have said they're gonna kind of give him like the backseat. There's gonna be less of him in the sequel. They're gonna focus more on Johnny Cage, which that's what you should have done in the first place. That's what y'all should have done in the first movie. That's it.
It just bothers me because there's so much Mortal Kombat lore, and it's really just a gold mine of games and movies and television and whatever. And WB is too stupid to figure out what to do with it.
Yeah, they keep retelling like older like 3D era games. It's kind of what they did with MK1 because it was kind of like it was weird. It was like a lead up to Armageddon, but it wasn't technically Armageddon. And then also the lore behind all of that was not included. Like
there's no new story. It's so bad. They keep being like they just member bury the shit out of it.
Yeah.
The second movie should be focused on Art Lean. Everybody remember him from the first
movie, from the Mortal Kombat 95 movie?
Yep. He escaped Shang Tsung somehow. Oh wait, no, he
didn't. Goro kills him.
Yeah,
Goro killed him.
His soul came out of Shang Tsung at the end of it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Then he like exorcisms into Cole Young or whatever his name is, and now he possesses his body. And now
aren't connected.
Well, now they are.
These are actually better movies than the actual Mortal Kombat movie.
I don't like Scorpion's Revenge.
No?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And it's for a stupid reason. It's because I'm a nitpicky, cranky Mortal Kombat fan. That's why.
At least you're self-aware.
The end of that movie when fucking Liu Kang is fighting against Goro, and then he's losing, and then Scorpion just comes in out of nowhere and kills Goro, and it's like, this is supposed to be the fucking tournament. You're not allowed to do that shit. Like, whatever happened to the goddamn rules? The Elder Gods are pissed. All right.
Steve's got the referee.
I was
on.
so
He's
mad.
like, no.
Everyone else is like, that movie's great.
DQ.
Personal foul.
Yeah, Trent is the one like red card. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Before we do anything else, guys, let's just do a quick look at our draft and what state we're currently at. Let's see what we got, Trent. So earlier in the year, guys, we did a video game draft. So so far, I think Thick is in the lead currently. I'm the only person here that doesn't have a game that's been out yet. Jay is sitting pretty with Split Fiction that recently got released last week. Heartless has 2 games, I want to say.
One got delayed.
Yeah.
One got delayed, so he got a 0, which is the Fable guy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Trez, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Do you want me to share it?
Yeah, you can share it.
I don't even know how to do that.
Thank you.
There's a little
The share button in the
H.
bottom
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, there we go. This is the list, guys.
Well, that's all right. No one can see it. I think we
I
gotta
know what
zoom
I
in.
I'm in. Control plus. Control plus.
Can we? How
Thick
the
is
hell?
Thick
Hold
is
on,
killing
hold
it right now.
Yeah, he is.
There we go.
Once
Here we
you-
go.
All right,
Make it
there we
bigger.
go. No, we can't do that. Let's set it to the side. There we go.
Everyone see? Kind of, maybe.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
I'll
Yeah,
zoom in a little bit more.
there we go. There we go. That's good. So Heartless has Monster Hunter sitting at 90. Mafia soon to be announced. Is there an official release date for Monster?
Not as far as I know.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's the 28th. Comes out on the 28th or the 20th. It's the 28th.
28th, not the 20th.
No, it's the 20th. I'm lying. It's the 20th. I think I'm wrong. I could be wrong. We need to
Yeah.
double check
I'll
that.
just Google it right now.
Yeah, 2XKO. We still don't have an official release date for that game. Fable 0. Dying Light. We are at. I don't even know when the new Dying Light is coming out. Lost Records was 74. Is it still at 74?
I believe so.
Yeah. It's the 20th. All right, cool. Reaper, is there any of these games that you know, Metacritic?
Well, you
Have
Cash,
any
you're the
interest in
only one
playing?
that hasn't gotten a game released yet. I think
Yeah.
your first game with an actual date is in August. So
And
that's
that's
Metal,
Metal
Gear
Gear.
Solid.
No, I think
Well,
I
isn't
think
GTA
things
gonna
coming
be
out
October?
before. Yeah, I think GTA is.
GTA is gonna be October, I believe.
Did we
Yeah,
get an
yeah.
actual date for it?
No,
I just
you
saw
don't have
fall.
to
I think. Yeah.
Let's break down for the people who weren't here for the draft, though, the order in which we had our picks, and then maybe Reaper can let us know how he feels about some of our picks. Like, my pick was controversial. I had the first pick. I picked Monster Hunter, and everyone gasped. They were like, "You didn't pick Grand Theft Auto."
So basically, it snakes. So it goes like this and then comes back down this way.
Okay.
And if your game does not release in 2025, it gets delayed, you just get a 0 for that game. This is going by the Metacritic score. So at the end of the year, whoever has the most points wins. So currently, Reaper's got 3. I'm sorry, Heartless has 3 games released with 164. Cash is sitting here with 0 because he hasn't had any games released yet.
Yeah.
Jay's got 91, but he's got 2 games coming out next month with Fatal Fury
I'm
and
nervous about Fatal Fury.
Fatal
Expedition
Fury is
33.
gonna get like a 70. I feel like.
I'm sitting at an 80 because I only got 1 release so far. And then Thick, you're sitting at 248 currently in first place.
Thick is killing us right now.
I just front loaded.
You did front load because you have more games coming out too.
Yeah, I got one coming out this month.
Fall.
Oh yeah, that's right. God damn, bro.
But I got a lot of release dates, and I'm pretty confident that Metroid Prime 4 is gonna release.
Come out this year.
We already saw
Yeah.
Mario Kart Switch 2. Elden
And they-
Ring's coming out next month.
And they
Or
already
2
made
months
the
from now.
announcement. Nintendo made the announcement for Metroid Prime Echoes too. Metroid Prime Echoes too. So it's like usually when they do that, they're closer to release. So
Who's this last row? This last column?
On the right here.
Yeah,
F.
F.
it's Thick.
Thick made a lot of smart picks in this one. Like,
I've had a few years of getting my ass kicked in this game, so I've trained in the fires of losing terribly.
Ghost of Yote, Death Stranding 2. It's crazy.
LG, I'm Jay.
Yo.
You gambled with Split Fiction making it on time
Okay.
because I know that was going to be a 90, but that's also a developer that loves their craft, and if they saw any one thing that they didn't like, that could have not released this year. You are a brave soul.
I
That's
mean,
SEA.
it looked like it would have been a strong title. It looked like they were pretty much based on what they show at Game Awards. It looked like they were far along in the project. So I wasn't nervous at all.
Got you. Cash is just hoping that holiday season carries him.
Yep.
So Ninja Gaiden's coming out in the summer. I know that for sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
That is coming out for sure.
Yeah, because the game is done. They said the game was pretty much done. They're just waiting on official release dates.
Heartless, what the Lost Records Bloom and Rage?
Yeah. I think Heartless did a whole, guessing game with that one.
Well, no. Once we got towards the end, all of my picks had already been selected.
Well, true. That's also true.
Yeah.
That's why I have like Resident Evil 0 remake because I'm hoping it gets announced. Thick's got a new Super Mario game, hoping that gets announced.
Mm-hmm.
Who chose Head Is Us? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's Jay.
Jay?
I did.
Okay. Yeah.
That game looks like it's gonna be amazing.
Ball.
Yeah. I
like
saw
that.
I saw gameplay for it recently. Didn't they do like a demonstration
This week.
for it? Yeah, demo
This
for
week.
it. Yeah. It looks sick, bro.
Yeah, I've been
Looks pretty
following
damn
that
good.
shit for a while. Looks good. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2. That's you, right, Jay? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if that game's coming out.
A game's been supposed to
what
come
is
out
that?
for like 10 years.
It's a new vampire game. They've made a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I played the Battle Royale Vampire Mask. Are those the same people?
That's
Same.
based in the same universe. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how I
Like
feel about Dune Awakening, guys.
Hey, if it gets me a 770, I'll be happy with it. This is one of my last picks. To be honest, I didn't think it was going to come out. It's got a release date, so.
Wait, 2XKO? That's
That's Heartless. That's Heartless.
That's brave. Heartless got some guts.
That is true.
2XKO will do fine.
It'll do fine. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
it'll
It's
do
I
fine.
just think it's gonna be. It might be a great game. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's gonna get the kind of love that like a AAA title or like not even like a AAA title, but I guess so. Like a AAA
It's
title.
Riot.
Yeah.
Isn't it right?
It is Riot. It is Riot, yes.
Yeah, everything they do just does well for some damn reason.
Not
Even when
only
I
that,
don't
they're
like
working on FGC. The game's being developed by FGC royalty when you really think about it.
them.
right?
It's-
So there's that. I think the game's gonna do pretty well. Especially when you think about even like the beta, bro. When the beta came out, bro, people had nothing but positive things to say about the beta. Let's keep it a buck. The beta was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Who
So
knows?
It's
Because
right-
it is
the-
Riot, we might see something different.
the fact that you can also do like a co-op fighting situation with like you can do a combo, like a team combo. Like Heartless and I were practicing combos in that game,
We
bro.
call them alley oops.
Alley oops, bro. The game is sick, man. So listen, I think that game's gonna do pretty well once it drops. When it comes to my list, Grand Theft, I don't know when that's coming out, but I think it's coming out this year. Little Nightmares definitely coming out this year as well, but it's probably gonna be closer to, I want to say Halloween or closer to holiday season. Metal Gear Solid, we have the official note. This is coming out. Ninja Gaiden's coming out in the summer. Outer World is the one that I'm most concerned about. These three last games, I was just like, at that point, I was just like, okay, cool. Let's just pick some.
Turok is here again.
Yeah, Turok. Yeah, because have you guys seen the new Turok game?
I
saw the
thought it was.
trailer
I
for
hope
it,
only yeah.
Turok Origins
They
is
had
actually pretty
yeah,
cool.
they had
had a little bit of gameplay in it, but
They had some gameplay. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah, it's
really
pretty
interest
cool.
me, to be honest.
You said it's interesting to you?
It did not interest me, no.
Oh, okay.
I do want to see more.
We've got some time.
Wait,
yeah.
did you, Heartless? Did you play like the original N64?
No, so I don't have that nostalgic push towards it at all.
Probably.
But yeah, that's pretty much our list. We didn't actually do anything about stakes. How is the winner, or what does the winner look like? Like, what would that be?
Like,
What
what do
is
they
the
get?
payoff? Yeah, what is the payoff here?
Let's just buy him a pizza.
Down to buy him a pizza?
Yeah, to buy him a pizza, bring him on the show, and then we got to sit there and talk about games while
He
while
eats
we
the
watch
pizza.
him eat
Their
the
pizza? I like it.
Yeah,
If they eat their pizza at the next year's Game of
That'd be some funny shit.
The long game. It's like I can't wait to win my pizza next year.
Does the winner get first pick and the pizza?
Well, I mean, we'll be doing. It ends what?
Yeah,
In
it ends at the
December.
end of
It ends at the end of the
exactly.
year, so
Yeah.
we'll be doing starting up again.
Exactly, just like that. So yeah, Jess, I've known you for how many years? Like 3 years, 2 years?
Yeah, something
3
like
years.
that. I think 3
Yeah.
years probably.
They're like brothers at that point. Without fast guys make friends.
That's actually true,
That's
though,
true.
bro.
Yeah.
That's actually very true.
So Reaper and Pizzo, who
What's
do you
up?
think has the strongest list so far?
The guy right next
Oh.
to me.
Yeah, let me see the list one more time.
Yeah, just stop sharing. Hold on.
I only have one that I don't think is coming out this year.
Just buy this man the pizza already.
Stop it. Stop
Y'all
it.
are sleeping on my list, I swear.
Okay, let me see. So okay. Yote is probably gonna be like a low 80. If they low 80, high 90, maybe. Yeah, Crimson Desert. I'm actually interested in Crimson Desert. GTA 6, that's probably gonna carry. Scroll down a little bit. South of Midnight. Okay. I mean, and Death Stranding 2. I'm very inclined to lean towards Thick Flare here.
Oh,
That means I'm getting crushed. None of my games are coming out. I'm ending with 248. Confirmed.
Well, I don't
Everything
think-
gets delayed.
I don't think a new
Yeah.
Mario gets delayed. The only way a
Yeah.
new Mario gets delayed is if the Switch 2 gets delayed.
Jay
Yeah.
said the same
And
thing.
that's
about
not
Pokemon.
happening.
Yeah,
I don't
that
think
one
it-
matters.
Nintendo will never delay a Mario game. I've never seen a game delayed.
They will if they can't release the console. The reason they may not be able to release the console has nothing to do with dev time or anything, but purely to do with socio-political situations.
Mm.
If they can't get the parts from their suppliers, they can't
Tariff.
get the console out.
Which, by the way, the tariffs I hear are going to affect the prices.
Yes, they already are.
Oh wow. Okay, good to know.
Tough.
I'll be waiting till our next president for a Nintendo Switch.
I can't keep track if they're actually there or not.
They're not, but what's happening there is there were some like little tiny 10% deals, whatever,
Mhm.
and then just the threat of it and people moving their facilities, it's all starting to affect supply lines and up prices.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just some
We
We
bullshit.
didn't know the stock market was going to have such a big effect on this draft. I wouldn't have drafted a Nintendo game if I had known.
I've got two.
I got one too, bro.
Well, Thick, just
Hindsight.
keep an eye on whatever's going on with Nvidia because that's what's
Yeah.
inside the Switch.
Yep.
So yeah. Well, all right, guys. So we have one final segment of the pod. Promise it's not going to take much of your time. Whoa. This is
Silent.
what? This is our side quest segment, right? And in tonight's side quest, we're playing a game called Save or Delete. All right. Now, essentially, what the save and delete are, it's we ask you guys a question about a specific feature within gaming that you would rather see continue in gaming or get deleted forever. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be picking two people from each segment. We have 5 different. It's up to 50. We have 50 questions, but it's not gonna take.
God.
It's not. It's 50. We're on episode 50. 50 questions. You get the idea. Anyways, moving on. So we're gonna start with Reaper and Thick, and I'm gonna ask you guys this question. Right. So this is about game mechanics and features. Then you guys can jump in if you have anything. If you disagree, what the fuck they gotta say. Anyways, save or delete, fast travel or manual save points. Thick.
Save fast travel, but make them static points in the world, so you have to travel to them. So like there's like a signpost in Witcher, like it forces
Yeah.
you to just like at least experience some of the world rather than just like warp speeding around.
So you're saying keep fast travel, delete manual.
We have
travel?
to. We have
You
to.
gotta pick one.
Oh,
You gotta pick
I
You
get it. I'm
gotta
sorry.
pick one.
Yeah, I
Makes it
All right,
even
I'm
harder now, isn't it?
keep fast travel. My time is more precious to me. I need to get around. You can fast travel right to a place where you can save, right?
Genius.
You fast travel, it's got to
But-
save.
But it has to
No.
auto save. You can't manual save.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
manual save.
But I think as like a functionality of a game, I think when you fast travel, it auto saves.
Auto
It
saves.
has to. It has to know
Yeah.
where your character is
Normally-
and where it's gonna go.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
won't be able to manual save. You can only fast travel. So the
Yeah,
fast
just
travel would
imagine.
automatically save.
I could be an a-hole dev and put the fast travel point probably 25 minutes away from the boss battle.
Yeah,
So every time you fast travel, you are 25 minutes out.
Is this
I could
Dark
just hit
Souls
escape.
3?
I can just
You have
pause
to
the
go
game.
through the whole map.
So every time that boss kills you, it's another 25-minute journey to that boss fight.
Yeah, but if you don't have a fast travel point, it's still the same thing, right? You're gonna have
But if you
after the-
manually
No,
save
you can
outside of the
save
boss
right in
fight,
front of the boss. Save
True.
right outside
Yeah.
the boss.
True.
See,
Pokemon.
it's
I guess it's all dependent on the type of game too,
yeah,
true.
right? You're not gonna fast travel in a game that's not big.
having
All right, so manual save. I'll switch it.
yeah,
It's more applicable to different types of games.
Right.
Fast travel.
I'm
is-
with
yeah,
I'm with the saving.
yeah.
You're the saving. All right,
Should I
jump.
start pulling out all the cartridges that make you go back to the beginning of the cart when you lose?
Well, true. Well, true.
You sold
All
me
right.
on it. You sold me on it.
Jumping in games or crouching?
Who's this one?
Get
for?
rid of jumping.
Both of them. Reaper and Thick.
Jumping or crouching in games?
I mean, you jumping, I think, is a more useful tool. So I'm keeping
Yeah.
jumping.
Yeah.
yeah, you got to keep jump.
Whoa.
Mid-
God
what?
of War got rid of jumping.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Mini maps or full screen maps?
Oh, one or the other. That's oof.
Trez's face is like.
Oh,
I'm a full
God.
screen map
No,
kind of
full
guy.
screen for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're pausing every like 2
Yep, that's
minutes
me.
to make sure you're still heading in the right direction.
Hey, once you
Probably
get the
wondering how I
map
got here.
down and you memorize it, like drop me in GTA 3, I'll know exactly where to go.
Yeah, you ignore the mini maps after a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll keep the
Okay.
full screen map.
Full
Okay.
screen map.
Does the
full
game
way.
pause as you?
Do you get a compass at the top though with the full screen map?
See, he's
I'll
asking
allow
what
it.
questions here.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, full screen with a compass. I'll
Okay.
take.
Okay.
No compass. You get
Oh,
the
just-
arrow that
Jeez.
points in the direction your character is standing.
That's
Damn,
crazy.
Jay.
Yep.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Health regen or manual healing items?
What was that first one?
Health
Health regen.
regen or manual healing items?
Health regen.
But if you're in the middle of a battle, you can't stim.
That means
or
you have to
take-
go and
Skill
run
issue.
for like
You gotta
skill
run
issue.
run
away.
for 3 minutes.
To heal and go back.
How
into
good is
fight?
your dodge?
Not
crazy.
good. I'm old and I've got glasses, so I'm doing healing potions.
I might switch. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going potions. Yeah, manual heals.
Yeah, manual
Yeah.
heals is.
I agree.
All right. Skill trees or preset character abilities?
Ugh.
I
That
love this.
depends. I don't
Yo, I
You
love
have to
this.
unlock the preset character abilities, or you just get them from the start of the game.
You have to unlock them.
I like a good skill tree, though.
I'll
But it all
keep the
depends.
trees.
I don't want to play Sonic and have a skill tree. You know what I mean?
I mean, Sonic has a skill tree now. Have you seen Sonic Frontier?
No, I don't.
Oh, I haven't actually.
You know, I'll lean towards skill trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skill tree's got
Yeah.
it as well.
More player
Presets,
impression that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
presets. It has to be like really, really well crafted and like
Monster
incorporated, ingrained in the gameplay loop for me to actually enjoy that. So yeah, skill tree, get more customization. I'm leaning.
I
that
think
way.
I'll go skill tree too.
I was gonna say autosave or quick save, but we kind of did that with the manual and fast travel. If you guys want to answer that real
Yeah.
quick, which one? I'd say probably quick save. Autosave, aren't they the same thing? I feel like they're the same thing. Anyways,
Quick save just means you don't name it or anything. You just tap a button, it happens in the background.
that-
That's
yeah.
Yeah,
we
But
rely
those
on
are
quick
options.
save a lot too now.
Yeah,
Like
I
you ever
mean-
play a game that has really bad quick
I
save
couldn't-
now,
yeah,
or like
yeah.
an old game that doesn't have quick save and you
Yeah.
die and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta
Fuck,
go
forgot
back
to press
here
the-
now.
Yeah, I forgot to press it.
Yeah. Inventory management or crafting system.
Inventory management,
management.
1000%.
Yeah,
I am
Why
so
so?
I don't even win that.
over
I
the
don't like how
crafting
people-
mechanism.
I'm over it too.
because
Definitely
you
over.
have to think about like everything you're crafting together.
Oh, and you have to grind to get the different parts.
Exactly.
and-
Trying to get the
okay,
parts, and then you
yeah,
have like a million different combinations for what you can do. And then
yeah.
we get into that conversation with like where stats come into things, and then you're weighing the stats of like, do I want this or do I want that? No,
That's
fuck
like
that.
Monster Hunter.
Give me like a big challenge that at the end gives me a cool weapon. I don't want to create it. I want to earn it.
Yep.
And like I don't
100%.
want to go hunt
Yeah.
berries to put on the hilt of the weapon to do the enchanting. Nope. Cave, big monster. Let me fight it. Open a chest. Give me the
Wait,
sword, and then
this crafting system is not for bases; it's more for weapons. Is that what you're talking about?
I guess it's up to interpretation.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you put a craft
exactly.
ability, I guess, nowadays. So you know,
Okay, okay,
But-
okay.
But bases
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah.
I don't care for building bases.
It always
Yeah.
gets me in the Fallout previews where Todd Howard's like, "You could build a base." I'm like, "That's so cool. I'm gonna do that all the time. It looks so dope." And then I get into it, and it's like, I have 4 pieces of wood and a trash can, and it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm gonna go.
Parrying or dodging mechanic.
parrying for me. I
Parrying.
just parrying is
Yeah.
just more satisfying to me.
Yes.
I don't know.
completely
It always
agree.
comes with like a slowdown animation too, and it's like got a cool
Mhm.
impact, and you feel better. It feels
Yeah.
dodging
was-
is kind of like a passive way to get around something. Parry's like, nah, I'm gonna stop your thing with my thing.
I'm gonna get up in there.
Yep.
Perry wins.
Yo, I am such a freaking parry addict that I learned that the hunting horn in Monster Hunter can parry. So I learned the weapon just like it has a
Just so
offset
you
move.
can parry.
Wow.
Yep.
Dedication.
But
Dedication
also
for sure.
imagine not
Mhm.
being able to dodge, because I dodge a lot more than I parry.
The dodge is
Like
the
a
less,
lot more.
Yeah.
least skill
But
amount.
it'd be better if you parried more than you dodged.
I guess. I mean, I would have to adapt.
Definitely an
Yeah.
adaptation.
It
at
would
that
be
point.
very frustrating to start, though. I will say that.
I got old man
I only
reflexes.
say that. I only say that because if you ever look at like the "Let Me Solo Her" Elden Ring run,
Yeah, that
they're not
guy's
dodging,
nuts.
they're parrying. And
Yeah.
I think the better you get at parrying, the more you can break the games.
Right. All right. So
Yeah.
last one for this segment: game mechanics and features. All right. So that was the entire section that we just did. We're gonna
Okay.
jump to the gaming tropes and pet peeves in a second, and that's gonna close off the episode. But I want to
Okay.
ask you guys this: first person mode or third person mode?
I gotta keep
So
first person.
genre specific.
I'm sorry.
Not for me. Like
I'm sorry. I
10
gotta
and
keep
20
first
years
person.
ago, I would have said first person.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Today, I think I'm leaning third person.
Yeah, I
Some
was
of my
gonna say
favorite
third
games are
person as
third
well.
Yeah. Reaper
Uh,
said first person. That's crazy.
I gotta keep first person, dog.
I
You
think
gotta-
I think
You gotta
Okay.
pry this mouse. Bruh.
I think
Alright,
it's
yeah.
you see a lot of these first person games adding third person mode now. So I feel
Yeah.
like the people have spoken.
Right.
Huh.
All
But
right.
then
what-
GTA added a first person mode.
yeah.
Good
True.
point.
And
That
and,
is
Also,
and Red
If
Dead.
you, if you have third person, you can see the cool skins that you have.
Yeah.
true.
There we go. That's the biggest selling point.
For games
Yeah.
with skins.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
DLC all the way down.
Yeah, yeah. We're back at
What if you're just
microtransactions.
collecting costumes through the game? You're not gonna be able to see them.
Mirrors in
Right.
the
New
game.
helmets. Yeah. All right.
Cyberpunk.
Really?
That's how it does.
Wow. Weapons durability or limited ammo?
Limited ammo.
Limited
Yeah,
ammo.
limited ammo,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mm.
Yeah.
That
Weapon
shit bit-
durability factors into like the whole crafting thing.
Yeah,
feel
because you
like
have
it,
to
yeah.
you have to have
That's
the
what pissed me
material
off
to repair.
about Breath of the Wild and the other one. Like I just
Yeah.
can't. I'm like, cool, I got a cool goblin hammer, and it's like it breaks. I'm like, what the
Breaks.
now I got a
to
stick.
make the most
What
of
the
those
hell
three
is this?
strikes.
Permanent?
Those three heavy
I never
strikes.
played it yet. Is it permanent?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Ah,
it is.
that's
If your weapon-
bullshit.
If your weapon
Yes,
breaks,
it is. You have to get another.
That's why you
one,
got to
bro.
get the master sword because it doesn't break.
Yep, I
It
like I
doesn't break.
crafted,
But it
all-
wears off though. It wears
Yeah,
out.
you
You have to
charge
wait
it.
until it recharges. All right,
Yeah.
so we're gonna switch because this is gonna. Now that I noticed it, now that we're doing it in practice, it's actually gonna take a lot longer. So we're gonna skip this segment, this entire 50 questions, and we're just gonna jump down to gaming tropes and pet peeves. It's the same save it or delete, and after this,
All right.
we out of here. Escort missions or water levels.
No, what
Oh,
the
they're
hell?
both stuck.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn. time. It depends on if the controls are well done. I'll do water. 'cause
Water levels.
no,
Okay, wait. Are we counting like escort in Marvel
Suicide Squad?
Rivals?
Oh.
No, fuck no.
No, it's like you're
Don't-
taking an
No,
NPC
it's
somewhere.
like it's like you're
yeah.
Leon and Ashley's following you and make
Resident
sure
Evil
she
four.
doesn't die.
That's exactly what I'm talking
No.
about.
and they don't run
What
with
you're
you
saying.
either.
No escort. Delete escort.
Give me a weapon, sir. I can fight.
Yeah.
Like-
Then they get attacked.
They don't
by
even keep
goblins.
up if you sprint.
No. Which
Oh,
one?
I'm
Is it
sick.
escort
Don't
missions
forget they
or
get
water
they,
levels?
get caught all
Water
over the
levels,
environment
definitely.
too.
Water
Yeah,
levels?
I guess I gotta go water levels, bro. That's
God
that
damn.
is
I hate
terrible.
escort.
Quick time events or stealth missions?
I
keeping
thoroughly
stealth.
like both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, still
there's
got a big
nothing-
one.
Okay. I'm gonna
Quick time
say
grew on me. I
Yeah.
actually used
Well-
to hate freaking quick time. Like,
Yeah, I blame God of War for that shit.
Yeah, I was
God
gonna
of
say,
War
that's
is
what
what
made
made
me-
it. Yep, God of War is what made it like fun. You know what I mean? But anyways,
Nothing subtle
Um,
about me. I hate stealth missions.
So who's
I
picking? So
can't do it.
I think I'm
wow.
gonna go
Stealth.
stealth mission.
I like stealth missions. I like stealth missions.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go stealth missions.
Given the option to go full
Reaper, what
force.
about you?
I think
quick time events. I've been through too many games where it glitches and they've seen me through a wall. Now everybody's alerted.
Yep.
No, I'm in the dark in a corner. You didn't see shit.
Or they see you, or they see your whole body, you do a move, kill somebody, and go, and they go over here and check, look around. Must have been the wind.
They're looking right at you, but their eyeball indicator is only halfway
Yep.
up, and it's just like we were both just kind of standing there pointing at each other, and you crouch in the grass, and they're like, I don't know what I was looking at. Okay,
Right. Stupid. Unskippable cutscene or forced tutorial?
Force tutorial. That ends.
because it's once. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Force tutorial.
I think we all have PTSD from the heyday of when JRPGs learned how to do cinematics cheaply,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd walk down a corridor,
Yeah.
cutscene.
Mhm.
Walk back down to the other corridor, cutscene.
Mhm.
12 minutes long each.
Yep.
That's Doom
Ran-
3 did that shit too.
Random encounter or enemy respawn?
What does that mean? I'm sorry.
When you
because
say
I'm-
random
Yeah.
encounter, yeah.
You mean you're just
So-
walking around and you get pulled into a fight?
Yes.
You didn't see, like
Yeah.
Pokemon ish.
Yeah.
Like JRPGs.
Yeah.
I'll take enemy respawn. I'll take the Souls like version of it.
Because with enemy
Well-
respawns, you can actually predict that they're gonna show up. With a random encounter, they just pop up.
I think that's part of the fun for me though. Like when I'm playing
Yeah, I like
Elden Ring
random.
and I'm riding on my horse, and then there's a giant fucking dragon that decides to land out of nowhere, and I'm like, "Fuck! I have so many runes. I wasn't ready for this." That's part of the fun for me. That's part
Yeah.
of the fun for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go random encounter as well.
Oh, wow.
Same.
I got a good one for y'all. Oh, Jay, go ahead.
I grew up on JRPGs. I love random encounters.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, because of fucking Pokemon. Anyways,
Not just Pokemon. It's literally almost every fucking JRPG.
all right. Overpowered NPC allies are completely useless ones.
Wait.
Oh, that's
I
an
mean,
either or.
Yeah,
These are or.
yeah. I'm taking OP every time. I've been in so
Yeah.
many
Wait,
games
how's
where I'm
that
like
happen?
fighting for my life, and I'm like,
Or
"Can you shoot someone, please?"
But with the
Yeah,
OP
no.
ones, it's almost like you don't get to do anything. Those motherfuckers who take people out.
Oh,
So then just
well.
turn up the game difficulty.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
No,
so-
come on. How many of us have sat there annoyed? They're shooting, they're hitting the target, but it's marshmallows. Their bullets do nothing.
Nothing.
You are the only one that affects the fight.
Yep.
You sat there, you could sit there for 30 minutes just in cover
Watching
and watch them exchange fire, and no
Yeah.
one dies on either side.
You know what
Yep.
had a good balance between OP and useless? They got a
Go on.
really good sweet spot. Was the Guardians game?
Yes,
Yeah.
I actually like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
love
they
that
were
game.
actually useful, but like you felt like you were doing something.
I like that. And you can
Mhm.
command them too. I like the fact that
Yeah.
you can do that. That was cool.
Yeah.
Silent protagonist or over chatty protagonist.
Silent.
Silent.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You
silent.
can you could think it's you if they don't talk, right? You could kind of
Yeah.
fill in the shoes if it's like a quippy like Deadpool Ryan Reynolds kind of guy. It's
Right.
just like, all right, enough.
I don't mind the overly chatty guy though. Like
It depends.
like Tommy Vercetti. You know,
Okay.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
That means you have to like the character.
That's
Some,
true.
some of them.
True. Yes, that's very important.
Would you say, Heartless?
If I don't like the character, then why am I playing the game?
Because
No,
you
you
might
can
like
like a
being in
game.
the character's shoes, but you may not like the voice actor or the lines
Mhm.
they wrote for him or whatever.
I feel that.
I feel like it could also make the game too easy, like Uncharted. Like if you're stuck on a puzzle, it's like, why don't you try looking over here?
Yeah,
that
I
shit
hate
I
that
hate.
shit. I hate that shit. The hand holding
Yeah.
shit, I despise
Yeah.
it. Long dialogue trees or one word responses.
Dialogue trees.
Dialogue
Definitely.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dialogue
Not-
trees that matter. I
Yeah,
would want to.
I hate the
prefer
games
that.
that lie to you about it. They're like, your
Yeah.
your decisions matter in the game. It's like, don't lie. Don't
It's,
look me
it's
right in the
the
eye.
same
and lie.
dialogue with 2 or
Mass
3
Effect.
actions. It's like,
Yeah.
why did I even?
Yo, that's
Well-
one I hate.
Mass Effect mattered in 1 and 2.
1 and 2, 3 no.
Anyone played
Shit.
Cyberpunk 2077?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your choices mattered there.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
DLC they did because they actually had time to do what they wanted to do. But the main game, it was like, oh, you're corpo, it's gonna matter, and it's just like you have a few
Oh
dialogue.
no, that's
Oh.
not dialogue choice. That's your what do you call that?
Roll.
Yeah, like your role.
Your
yeah,
role,
yeah,
yeah, but
whatever,
your dialogue choices do matter. It does,
Yeah. There's.
but it doesn't matter if you're a corporal, street kid, or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, but yeah, I played it. I played it the game 3 times all the way to the end. Yeah, you do get to see certain things if you make certain choices, and you get certain interactions also with like your relationship characters, like Panham or whatever the other chick's name. Like you could get to see certain extra shit if you choose correctly.
Gotcha mechanics or pay to win systems.
They both suck.
Yeah.
What was the
God.
first one?
Delete them
Gotcha
both?
mechanics?
Is there a
Gotcha
neither
mechanics.
option?
I'll
No.
take gotcha over pay to win. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
Season passes or microtransaction.
dog.
Oh my god.
I'll go with season
Hey,
pass.
it's
Season
lovely.
passes.
Season pass,
You can
yeah.
ignore season pass. Yeah.
If I you can ignore it, and if I like the game enough to buy the season pass, then
Yeah,
I think it's fine. Microtransactions are just a pain in the ass.
yeah, true. Day 1 DLC or incomplete game launches.
Day 1 DLC.
Yeah. What?
Aren't they
What you
one and the
mean?
same? Because like,
Yeah.
they're taking bits out of the game to sell you it.
Well, incomplete game launches would be the game launches, and then like a month or 2 later, they release the DLC.
Exactly.
Day 1
Is
is
it-
it's
is it-
already here.
It's worse than that. Incomplete game launches is like Street Fighter V, where it's legit an incomplete game, and you have to wait months to years to get the features that you're used to getting in your Street Fighter games.
You could also decide if it's day 1 DLC, you don't have to get it right away. And if you do like the game, you can get it after.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
it's
go
like-
with that
That's
one.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
I'll
wrong.
keep the day 1 DLC, and then Steam sales, which allow you to buy
Hell
all
yeah.
the DLC for nothing. Thank you, Gabe Newell.
We just got raided. Appreciate the raid, guys. Thank you. Thank
That'd be
you.
right.
Aj with the raid of 18. Good lord.
Shout out to Taj.
Shout out.
Welcome in, everybody. But anyways, I have 2 more, and then we're good to go. 2 last ones, guys. This one I feel like is gonna be a little difficult. The Super Nintendo console or the PS2.
PS2.
It's
PS2.
too
Yeah.
long.
Really?
Yes, too.
Yes.
I'm not even thinking twice about that. I mean, I do
Okay,
love
nah,
the
I said-
Super
nah.
Nintendo. I do love the Super Nintendo. Don't get it wrong, but PS2 is just
I grew up on a PS2.
yeah. I just yeah.
Here,
Well, I don't know. I think this is where I'm showing my age.
I
Okay.
couldn't live
Right,
without
man.
SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs in
Okay.
like less amount of games.
I'm probably about the same age as Truz.
Mm-hmm.
I say PS2 stays because we still had the Genesis.
Mhm.
We still had Panasonic in the game. We still had Neo Geo. Like there were such
Genesis doesn't compare to PS2 or to
Super Nintendo.
SNES. Like
The rest of the world disagrees, including
Mario
Brazil, that's
World,
still selling
Link
new
to the
ones.
Past, Star Fox, Earthbound.
All of it.
I don't know.
If we're gonna
Great
start
games.
going bar
Great
for
games.
bar, we could
don't,
go.
yeah, don't even do that. Don't even do that. But yeah,
That
both
one's
great,
really,
though.
really tough. I might like my more like coming of age games were definitely PS2 era.
Yeah.
So I
Mhm.
think I might, and I think that jump too from PS1 to PS2 was so
yeah.
drastic.
Yeah.
Where you can go back and play PS2 games that still hold up today, but also you can go back and play SNES games that still hold up today too because of how they use the graphics. I think that weird area, the like N64 and PS1, I don't think they aged very well.
No.
Yeah.
But I would probably go PS2, but it's not. It's very, very close.
I think that was the jump to 3D for them, and I think because it was their first foray into 3D during that time period. I think that's why it doesn't age well.
I freaking love the Super Nintendo though.
PS2 like introduced online gaming too.
Super Nintendo was my gateway. Is my gateway console.
It was my first
personally.
console.
Yeah, it's my gateway console. So that's what turned me into a gamer. I don't know about you guys. Dreamcast.
Yeah, and then Nintendo 64, then a GameCube, and then a PlayStation 2.
See, I went
Dreamcast,
64.
most underrated system.
I got the 64 first, and then my uncle gave me his Super Nintendo, and yeah, and then I had the Dreamcast from my dad, but my own one that my mom got me was my PlayStation 1. And so ever since then, I've just kind of been PlayStation since then. But yeah, the first gaming system that I had was 64. So
we were a Genesis household, and then an N64, then a PS2, then an Xbox, and then I stuck with Xbox.
Yeah.
That's the shit. But yeah, guys, that was pretty much it. We had a lot more questions, but I can save those for some other time. Reaper, please come back. I know we held the year for an extremely long time, my friend. You know what I mean? We promised to get you out here in like 2 hours. We're 2 hours, 2.5 hours in. That's usually, but I think this is not bad given the fact that we had a kind of like a stacked panel tonight. I don't think that this was like a bad place to end at, in my opinion.
It was good
in
company.
the past. Yeah, Thank you. I do believe so.
Congrats on 50, guys, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you,
man.
Guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I think in the past we've gotten all the way up to like 3.5 hours. I think we've had Reaper here for 3.5 hours before, if I'm not mistaken.
Especially 10 o'clock on a Sunday. Now a Monday.
I'm surprised he came back.
4 hours.
I'm saying, bro. So
Cash,
much
go
love to
check out
Reaper.
this podcast, bro. They go to 4 hours.
I know. I see the podcast. I haven't watched the latest episode. But thank you guys again for showing up, man. Really appreciate you guys, bro. You guys are not streaming friends. I consider you guys friends who I met through streaming. So thank you guys for pulling up. Appreciate you guys, man.
Of course, man. Of course.
Trez, drop your links. We're going to be posting them in the Discord as well. Please go check out their stuff, guys. Reaper has a podcast. He's also part of the 2020 gaming crew, right? Trez and Thick has their podcast as well. Would you call it a podcast or just like videos? I think
so we have a YouTube channel called Cool Nerd Show. We have 2 live series on there right now. One of them is our bad movie reactions, which is literally just our reactions to the bad movies. We then have a podcast that accompanies that called Good Friends Bad Movies, where we talk about and review the movie. And then I have Arcade Economy, which is what I had mentioned before, where I take a look at old arcade games. We discover how much it would have cost to beat them. And then we determine if they're like predatory and if they were there to steal your money or if they were at an actual good deal back in the day. Maybe some more series in the works, but that's what we're working with right now.
Okay. Dick, got anything? Because I know you got your own stuff.
Yeah, my wife and I have a theme park vlog because we live in the Orlando area like everybody else does.
When you said theme park, I was like, God damn, you rich.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's me.
You finished
that's
it
me.
real quick.
My 2-bedroom apartment says otherwise. But yeah, if you're into that kind of stuff, we're gonna go check out Super Mario World in a couple of weeks. So it's gaming related. So
and what's the name of the YouTube channel?
Dish Upon a Bar.
There
because we go get drunk at all the theme parks and stuff.
Post the links in chat, guys. Please go give them a follow. Please. Pizzo, you got any announcements that you need to let the people know?
Yes. So I am going to go ahead and start my podcast, the PVE podcast. I've been holding off on it for a long time now, really just because I was waiting for the next Last of Us season 2 trailer to come out. Technically my first episode was like a year ago. I talked with some buddies about the end of the first season. We just kind of compared the games and the TV show and how much we enjoyed it and whatnot. But now that the new season is coming out, I'm going to branch out from there into gaming news and other stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's the YouTube channel. I posted the link in the chat. It has everything on there. I have
It's not
TikTok
coming up.
video. Oh, it's not coming up?
Send it to
Oh,
me
yeah.
and I'll post it in the chat.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, yeah, whenever the link shows up, it'll have all my links, TikTok, Twitch. I'm mainly on Twitch and YouTube though, so yes.
Okay, that's what's up. Jay,
Yeah. What up?
let the people know where they can find you. You seem lost in the sauce right there, buddy.
Definitely. JoltyJ, that's JolTEJAY on Twitch, and YouTube.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. It felt like you ended that, a thought, and just wanted to continue. So I wanted to make sure.
Sounded like there was an upward inflection there. Everyone was waiting for
Right.
it to continue.
Right. Exactly. But yeah, thank you guys again for pulling up. Appreciate y'all as always. I hope to see you guys on some more episodes. We want to do KXI After Dark. Would love to have you guys on.
I
That'd be
feel like
fire.
it's not after dark right now.
It is technically After Dark. Yes. but
KXI after dark.
Yeah.
After Dark. That's a segment, and we wanted to do the podcast after show. That's something that we want to get started at some point. So we could talk to you guys about that. But in order for us to do that, we'd have to end the show early. So, but yeah, there's that. But again, thank you guys for showing up. But that's it for tonight's episode, guys. Thank you guys again. We'll see you guys. Let me do the proper sign off for the audio version of this podcast, just so it sounds more profesh. If I could find the shit. There we go. Found it. And that's it for tonight's episode of Gamer Actual. But before we go, thank you guys again as always. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Be sure to follow us on all our respective channels. Links are in the description. And that's it for tonight's episode of Gamer Actual 50. I'm yours, Cash. And these are the boys. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Peace.
Now, we rating out two guys?
You want Rex from the visitors?
Yeah, you guys have anybody that's live? No? You know what you guys can do?
I mean-
Raid me, and then I'll raid everybody else. I'll just
Yeah.
find somebody.
I like that idea.
Okay, sure.
Foot slap is on Cash if that's
Yeah, so raid me, and I'll raid everybody.
Or y'all could just raid foot slap back to back to back. Let's keep his alerts going.
That'd be crazy.
Ooh,
But yes,
ooh,
that'd
I like that.
be insane. Yeah, let's do that. Foot slap
Rating
back.
foot slap. All right, but
Yeah, we are rating foot slap. We are rating foot slap. I'll send you the link here, guys. Pizzo, you didn't get to do the thing, right? Because you were having issues.
Yeah. So I was trying through my GX browser originally, and I mean I was able to sign in to Restream, but even with everything like the connections active and all that, I would click the ticker to go ahead and share on Twitch and YouTube, but neither of them worked. I tried both of them, tried each of them by themselves. I don't know what was happening.
Black screen.
No, it just said an error occurred, and it was just in a red box. And whenever I tried to unselect both of them, it said, "You please at least choose one option." I'm like, okay, well, what? I don't know what you want me to do. Then I tried it in Chrome, didn't even get the option. It just put me in the call. So I don't know.
I think it was the similar issue Heartless was having.
Yeah, I had to try a different browser for it to work.
Ayo,
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Wonderful. It's been a minute, by the way, bro. Stop being a goddamn stranger, okay?
And for those wondering where you can
Miss
find
you,
the
bro.
Heartless, just open up your cupboard because I am a snack. Just kidding. It's
Wow.
Heartless _99 on Twitch.
Wow. Wow.
When's Heartless going live again? with this
I'd like to
whole
know.
new setup.
Bruh.
We're going in. We're close to the finish line, baby.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you. Wait till you see this. I put insulation. I put drywall up. I did all the plastering. I painted. I sanded the floors, and now I'm installing the floors.
God
All on
damn.
my own. Yeah, all on my own. Shit, crazy, man.
Are we rating out? Have we rated out yet?
I'm ready to raid if you guys let me know.
Ready.
Go for it.
3,
2, 1, go.
Ooh, let's see who gets it first.
I think I do. Let me see.
Hey, Cash got it. You sent it before you said go. You cheated.
No, I did not. I promise you I didn't. I didn't.
On my end, it doesn't even show that Jolty's alert has even hit yet.
Bruh.
I still haven't seen that. Heartless is there. Mine's there.
My shit's glitching. What the
Did
fuck?
you raid the KXI channel out?
No,
too?
I did.
No, his just came in.
Jolty just came in. Where's KXI?
Wow.
We have Cash, Heartless, Jolty. KXI's main channel still hasn't.
Yeah, I'm still.
I'm gonna read out with KXI right now.
Okay.
Push all the buttons.
All the fucking.
All right, gentlemen, it's been real. Good
Yes,
talk.
sir.
Yes, bro.
Followed and subbed to all the links I could find and click on.
I appreciate you.
Check y'all on your respective channels later.
Yes, sir.
Reaper, have a good night, fam. Thank you for being
Yeah, I
here.
gotta
Reaper.
bail too.
Easy.
I'm up.
What's up, Reaper?
I'm up in 6 hours for work, so I gotta get some decent amount of sleep.
Sheesh.
Damn.
See you guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
same
Catch you
here. I
later.
gotta get out of here.
Yep.
Take care, guys.
I'm going to do the exact same. Congrats again on 50 guests. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Cash. Now we got to find ways to support these people as well in their endeavors.
Oh, for
They've given
sure.
us nothing but their greatest effort. So